Hey everybody, welcome to the intro of session 17. It's been 17 sessions. Just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of the world. Actually, I realized I never really gave you a good description because I was waiting for this moment. So you guys have been traveling throughout the cave for a while, and you've seen a few different types of undead, seen a couple zombies, seen a couple skeletons, seen some zombies dressed up as different things, and that's quite unusual for this world. Not too many zombies or skeletons kind of roam around anymore. That was the thing of the past. I'd like you all to roll a history check for me if you could. All y'all roll that history. Nice.
Do we
You
get
have minus
advantage
one to
on this
history.
one?
He's
Yes,
got
I
minus one to
do.
intelligence, man. Leave him alone. He's not the one who's
I'm
supposed
not.
to be thinking.
I'm not a smart guy.
Yeah, I think. We're missing one person.
Are we?
Working on it.
So, Useless, as expected, would recall this from his kind of history books of reading, that it's been about 200 years since most people have seen zombies and skeletons, even just caves and stuff like that. They've been pretty much eradicated. About 300 years ago, which is around the time that Elwarin's parents were just getting their start as adventurers, there was a huge outbreak of necromancers and kind of evil deities kind of patrolling the land and spreading tons and tons of a variety of different undead creatures. So for you guys, like this is all like historical stuff. Like you guys may or may not be like surprised to see them here, but it's like it's unheard of. Like you haven't actually dealt with them before, except for the one, the only Cromwell, who joins us late as always. He's dealt with undead before, but that's another thing for another day. Elwarin, as you kind of saw the zombie that you kind of shot as you ran in the room, you start to remember kind of the monstrosity that hit the town in your early days of adventuring that kind of led you to become this like full hero of the town. It was something you'd never seen before. You'd never really read up on before because that just wasn't what your thing was about, and your parents never really told you about it because they lived through the tragedy and the like horrific events of these like undead monsters just being unleashed on people. Useless, you would know that one of the early kind of proponents for using necromancy not in a evil way per se, but just as a useful way, was a man, an orc, specifically named Vrok Monarch. He's also known as the Skullbreaker. That was his kind of nickname. So it's like Vrok, Skullbreaker, Monarch. And after he died, the orcs stopped trying to do magic as they were seen as evil. He was the first one to kind of learn about necromancy and kind of make it a thing. But he was doing it more as like a helpful thing for society. And nobody else took it that way because you guys are orcs and everybody assumes you guys are evil. This is all before kind of that great unification that happened in the land, and everybody started treating people like, you know, humane is really a bad way to put it, but like they would want to be treated themselves for the most part, unless you go to the small hick towns and there's still spots of racism and all that jazz.
Wait a minute. So you mean after the necromancy died down, everyone decided to hold hands, sing Kumbaya, and try to treat each other with decency?
Because they all had to get into a war to prevent the undead from like taking over the lands. Like there were about 10 different like very, very powerful necromancers that kind of joined together and just started ravaging the entire world.
Okay, no, I get all of that.
Yeah.
I still feel like necromancy could have been used positively.
Exactly. So Useless would remember that his not necessarily ancestor, but an older orc wizard from a long, long time ago was the first creator of necromancy. And
I'm not the only one.
you're not the only wizard. Yeah, you're not the only smart boy out of the orcs. The orcs, as you like kind of as you're starting to remember the scene, kind of all the undead around you, they're actually not stupid. They're somewhat intelligent, but it's kind of been bred out of them to become more of a buff, beefy boys that hit things really hard because of that stigma still around that. So a lot of people are actually kind of nervous about you kind of pursuing this path of knowledge which caused you to be the kind of hermit in the woods sort of deal that you ended up being. It was, like I said, it wasn't a bad thing. They were just concerned about how other people would view that, because it has been 400 years, right, since he was there. So it's been a while, but still some uneasiness kind of about smart orcs because of that. But yeah, so Cromwell knows a bit about undead. He's dealt with them before, so that's why he doesn't seem very unfazed, and he's easily calling his zombie that he controlled useless frequently because he thinks it's useless. But the rest of you guys haven't really seen it. Elwarin, the monstrosity that you've seen wasn't undead, but it had been like suppressed really deep down in your mind for a long time because you couldn't really kind of comprehend what that was when you first saw it. You beat it off, but it was like a very hit or miss situation. Like you almost died during that, which is kind of what caused you to go on the road to become an adventurer, because you wanted to be stronger so you could help more people and not be in a position like that again. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some backstory on all of that. And with that, we can get right into the recap of last session by the good old BigYin.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Kill me.
Copyrighted.
TM trademark. We're all gonna get banned for life.
kill him,
So let's see. It was a pretty quick and expedient session by our standards. Lots of high, hot, and fast combat with a little bit of exploring. Let's see where we picked up from the last session. Lando had gone off exploring, touched a skeleton, woke them all up, and got ambushed. And let's see, apparently his battle cry was Biggest Dickus, which is pretty on brand for him. That had Elwarin rushing in from outside. Cromwell led the charge into the cave, saved Lando, and ultimately we killed all the undead, did some healing, and then we went and explored the left path, which took us into another chamber that had two branching paths. But there was more undead in there, and it turned out these zombies were dressed like circus folk, which kind of had some eerie pings back to our experiences in Daggerford. And with the circus and the cultists, so there's a little chestnut to work on and think about later. After that fight, Useless ingeniously used his little goblin minion, ethereal goblin, to run up the northern path, which none of us could squeeze through. And he found a chamber with a path off to the left and what looked like two tables and a very large, rather ominous book on it. And with a short visit down that little side path out of that chamber, which does look like it was big enough to actually let someone pass through, he saw and reported back a bunch of skeletons marching through in a direction kind of southeasterly, which means if we have to take the other path out of this chamber, which also leads in a southwestern direction, we're likely to run into a bunch of skeletons. So that's where we left off. Let us begin.
Cool. So you guys kind of left off. Also, one thing that you forgot, BigYin, is as you were attempting to head towards this south, I think I told you guys the cardinal direction of that was south. Yes, southeast-ish entrance.
East would technically still be our
It's
right.
southeast.
It would be back the direction we came. That's west.
No, this is southeast. So, like I said, this is
sure?
north.
Okay.
This is east. This is south. This is west. I can draw it on here if you guys would like.
It's okay. I trust you.
Yeah. So southeast direction. You heard some clinking footsteps. Clink,
I don't.
clink, clink. That's kind of where we end there. DQ, I believe, wanted to investigate this passageway, but I don't want to say what you guys have to do.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Yep. As a heads up, Cromwell, you can no longer use that capture undead person spell because you haven't rested. You get one per short rest, long rest, whatever it is, and you have one channel divinity per kind of channel divinity, if that makes sense. Cromwell, you live? I can't. Can anybody else hear him? I can't hear him.
Can't
Said
hear him.
yep. Yeah, I'm alive.
There he is.
All right, just making sure. Cool. All right. So yeah. So what do you guys want to do? I think you guys are talking about taking a short rest, possibly, but that's entirely up to you guys.
Probably
I
not
mean-
ideal.
Probably not my favorite place to do that.
I haven't lost any health, and I don't get anything back by a short rest.
I've done nothing but spam cantrips, so I'm still pretty good.
You did cast Find Familiar, so that was one level.
Oh
one
yeah,
spell
that
slot.
was
Did.
one. That's not a big loss.
Yeah, no. You have level 2 spells.
Yeah. I think I was just going down this path. I started creeping away as everyone was talking.
Okay. Oh, so
No, we heard
clink
the
clack.
noises coming from that pathway. I tried
Correct.
to go first. You shoved your way in front.
Right, yeah, you tried to shove past me and I said nope. And then you
Yeah.
said, I'm not gonna, I
Yeah, and then you were like, "I'm just give me an athletics check," and I was like, "What if you want it that bad?"
yeah.
One cool thing that I've done is you can all see what Torchy sees. So if you guys end up splitting off or whatever, you don't have to worry about where the other person is. And not Ulrich, I'll explain to you how I did that later.
Oh, I figured that out also.
Oh, sick.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
All right. So you guys heading down this pathway?
Seems that way.
I believe so, yes.
All right.
At least me and DQ are.
Yeah,
I'll
at least
go.
Ulrich and I.
Okay.
I'm gonna inch my way if that's okay.
That's fine. I will have the torch just like on the wall down here.
What size
Oh,
tunnel are
okay.
we kind of dealing with right here?
Kind of the same as
Continue
the
to
one
be the one in
before.
the back.
It's one.
Okay.
It's a single file line.
Sweet, I love these.
Yeah, I know.
I
Go
mean,
big in. Are you going or not?
Is DQ
I'll
the,
bring
the
up
one
the
that's
rear.
the
Okay.
going forward?
Yeah, I'm the one walking with the torch.
Yeah. So DQ is the one in the front. So can I get you all to roll stealth rolls for me, please?
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Stealthy.
All of us?
Yes. All the people that are
I
following
get
in line.
Stealthy.
I guess
I get-
DQ. Let me see, DQ, Ulrich, and Cromwell first, and then I'll get the rest of you guys in a second.
Anyone in heavy armor gets disadvantage. BT dubs.
Correct.
Man, that's a bad stealth roll.
Ah, Yikes! Yikes!
The stealthiest.
That is how it goes.
Stop being so loud, you fat
Are you
ass.
are you also wearing heavy armor?
Yeah.
Nice.
Why would I be stealthy? We're in a fucking zombie cave.
Good question.
Okay.
We got a dude holding a torch.
All right, with this stealth, are we able to keep moving? Is there anything that comes out of that, or
I mean, you guys keep moving
or is
forward,
this
right?
for later? Okay, I just wasn't
I
sure.
mean, he only rolled like a 3, maybe a 1 if he's in
Alright.
heavy armor.
It's a 1.
Only that much. So as you guys keep walking, yes, you keep walking, right?
Yes.
Cromwell, you
wait,
moved
did
way
Cromwell
too
just
far.
skip the fuck out
You,
of me.
you jumped and skipped way too far, my dude. So yeah, so as you get to here, this point right here. So DQ at this point. Nope, stop. Get back in line. Get back in line. God
Hey,
damn it.
fat ass, get back!
I'm pretty sure you can't squeeze past those people physically.
Sorry, fat belly. That's what I meant. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you.
Okay, that's fine. All right, yeah. So as you guys kind of come into this space, you see a bunch of torches lit. Like you see a bunch of light kind of emanating from this space here. And DQ, from your angle, you see a what looks like to be a man, perhaps, in a dark cloak, with his back towards you, looking at a table. It is the third table in a series of, 3 tables.
It's the third table in a series of 3 tables.
Correct. It is the last table. Give me a second.
I whisper to
Oh.
Ulrich.
So yeah,
Let's play a game of telephone.
so yeah, as the passage kind of opens up, it opens up to an enormous cavern illuminated by several guttering torches set in sconces on the walls, as kind of shown here. The floor is uneven, and as you kind of peek your way through, DQ, you notice that the opening of this cavern mouth opens up, and the ceiling's about 40 feet high from where you can see.
Oh, from this point right here, like around
Yeah.
here.
Yep, right
Got it.
around here. It starts to open up like crazy.
Okay.
And you guesstimate around 40 feet.
Okay.
And there are 3 flat boulders here, each with a dead human corpse.
Cool.
And there are several kind of body parts kind of in a couple baskets sitting right over here.
Beautiful.
They're all covered in dry gore. And yeah, it's just, do you see like matted hair coming out of this hood from this dude over here? And he's holding a bone needle thread with a dark cord in his hand. The reason why you can see this is because this room is so well lit with all these torches and stuff like that you no longer need torchy.
Awesome.
So yeah, if you wanted to, you could put out your light at this point.
I'm going
But-
Point of cla- point
but
of
BigYin
clarification,
would
you
not
said
be
they're
able
all
to see.
covered in what?
Dry blood and gore. Are you
Oh,
talking about
okay.
the corpses and the
Yeah,
baskets?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just dry
So-
blood and gore.
Answered it.
so
yeah.
I immediately turn to Ulrich and tell him this is why I hate caves. He doesn't
so,
see it, I'm assuming, right? Only I see it,
that's
right?
a
yes,
weird
only
reason to
you
hate
can.
caves.
He's blocked off by this kind of wall right here.
Beautiful.
cuts off his
So
vision.
I'll tell you why I hate caves.
How loudly are you talking?
I'm being sure to whisper. I just don't
Okay.
want to whisper in
That's
my
fine. Yeah, no,
voice.
you're good. Just check. Just make sure
Yeah.
like you're how you're
Yeah,
doing character.
No worries. Yeah. No, I'm whispering. And I give him a description of the room to the best of my ability from what you gave me. I just don't want to repeat it all again.
Sure, that's fine.
And I tell him to pass it on to the rest of the
Alright.
people.
Well, we got a crazy man killing people in there.
That is what it would seem like.
Yeah, that's what I'm passing on.
Beautiful.
Should we go try to befriend? Sorry,
It's a -1 intelligence thing. Don't worry, guys.
yeah. Befriend this fellow.
Is this relaying back to me through the
Just,
telephone?
yeah, sure.
I mean, you can try to befriend whoever you want.
I'll tell
Okay.
you who I'm not befriending. The guy that I see with the bone needle in his hand.
Cool.
So,
That's good to
you
know.
know.
how do you guys want to approach this situation?
Well, you're the leader.
Well, leader's a strong word. I like to think of guy who just wanted to get out of this cave but took a wrong turn
You pushed in front of me to be in the lead.
to
There
make sure
go.
to make sure I wouldn't get stuck.
You are the leader.
I was gonna get
Fine.
I
stuck.
think you should keep going forward.
You know what?
We
I
got
will
all,
do that.
there's like
and I,
a
and
ton
I,
of
you gotta
people
just-
back
and-
here.
and I-
We got it.
I purposely go forward to escape this conversation, but
Yeah.
tippy toeing.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna be sort of pushing him forward.
I will also be pushing him who's pushing me
Oh
forward.
God, no!
It's just slowly getting all.
So
pushed
I want to
forward.
get
Being
him.
shoved
I
out
want
of
to
the way.
push him. I'm gonna push him until he's in this square.
Right here.
Yeah.
I resist.
Athletics checks, both of you.
Got it.
Is there a strength check?
Would it help at all if I am also pushing on Ulrich to
I will
push on?
allow
Assuming I
you
get
to.
disadvantage.
No. I will allow Lando to help Ulrich, so Ulrich gets advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Good luck.
Athletics check, right?
Or strength. I'll let you-
I am an elite
Yeah.
athlete.
So you're
Fuck.
struggling with all your might, and as you're like you're like grasping the walls as you're like trying to like hold yourself down. You're like your feet are like kind of scraping the ground, and you just feel 2 small but very strong boys pushing you from the back through this hole. And as you poke out, you can go ahead and move yourself there. Yep. You guys can all
Sacrificial
move
lamb.
forward.
I'm as claustrophobic as the next guy, but chill out, please. I whisper in a very
DQ, you're there. Yep. Lando, just move yourself up 1. Yeah, the rest of you guys are fine. So as DQ kind of like enters into this area,
Is that what I'm
We
hearing?
shove him to his
you are hearing that, yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were just being a DM or not.
You
Why
are,
not both?
you hear that. And you can go ahead and look up. You see 2 gigantic skeletons with big great axes in one hand, just slew to the other one, looking just right at you. And behind them, you see a row of 4 skeletons in scale mail armor with very fine looking longbows with arrows just kind of at the ready, waiting for you. And you see a person behind them. You can't quite tell at this distance.
Can you give me a reference of exactly where, in terms of the ceiling? You said they were like up somewhere.
No,
they're
up on-
standing
Oh,
there.
they're up there.
They're-
I was
sorry,
zoomed in on
not
my.
up. Yeah,
I was,
sorry.
I was zoomed.
Yeah,
I zoomed in my screen, by the way, because I was
you're
trying
good.
not to look.
Yeah,
at
no, you're
anything.
good. Like I said, you can look now that you're in the room. The rest of you guys can't see this yet. So you can scroll up a little bit more as you kind of like entered into this.
Got
cave.
it. Yeah, I see now.
And make a perception roll for me.
I was actually gonna ask if I could, so that is perfect.
And I'm still pushing him, by the way.
Sure. Yeah, I just want this to like happen first before he kind of
And I'm
gets
still resisting.
stumbled all the way forward.
As
Cool.
hard as I can.
Yeah. So with that 17, the skeleton on the far left side here in the back looks kind of familiar to you. You're not quite sure why or how, but it's kind of small, and it kind of makes you think about something. You're not quite sure what yet. Cool. And you guys can continue to push him forward as you were doing previously. I guess, DQ, you have an opportunity now to say something before you get pushed to the next 5 feet, if you so choose.
Gotcha. Ulrich, please stop. There's danger ahead. Danger approaches.
And I'm guessing Ulrich keeps pushing you forward.
Unless he steps out of the way.
I try to sidestep. I sidestep
Yeah.
to here.
Okay.
Then yeah, that's literally.
Sure.
he's like, all right, fine.
Yeah. So Ulrich,
Damn.
yeah, you see everything that I just kind of described to you. This person here at this third table still sewing away with his bone needle. He's like unperturbed with the situation. But you see, like I said, 2 giant skeletons that have horns on them, and then 3 skeletons of 5'6" height, and then 1 sitting around 3'6".
I go hail as I step forward with my shield up, and I'm gonna walk in as far as I can.
Okay. Move to here. I'll let you move to here. Like right there. Yep. So as you walk in there,
Am I able to follow in?
yes, you can be behind him. Yeah, but I'm just gonna stop you guys there as this kind of
I hold
next
the
thing
wall on
occurs.
this side.
So you said hail, correct?
Yeah.
Cromwell, you're gonna be behind Lando, if you will. Thank you. The rest of you guys can kind of file in behind. You hear a voice from the back, deep and booming kind of throughout the cavern. Hail and well met. I am the Lord of Lance Rock. What can I do for you, gentlemen? You kind of see him look around. He's like, is that the right term? Because some dwarves. I see a lizard person, and I see somebody with a mask. Not quite sure who that is.
Really
Or
unimportant.
fair enough. Hey, no, what can I
Is this
help
the
you
guy
guys
all
with?
the way in the back?
He's talking about Cromwell.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying, is this
no.
guy talking?
Yes, this guy. Back.
Okay.
Well, I'm not really much of the talking type.
Interesting.
Ulrich, I think it's
So I'm gonna take a couple steps forward and allow some of the more jibber jabber types to move forward, and then they can sort of discuss with you because I'm really along for the ride.
Sure. But if you don't mind just going sideways, I have a. Just don't want you coming too much closer. Nope.
I take a
Nope.
step forward.
All right, and as you take your step forward,
well, he's preoccupied. No,
yeah, as he takes a step forward, you just hear him go no, and the guy who looks like a dude. What? Can I not click on him?
This guy?
There he goes. Somewhere for some reason, it's a different one. Disappears.
All right.
And you see, just it turns to you. The robe drops, and you just see it go. Drops the needle, and it lumbers forward towards you. Gets to there as he yells, "Stop!" And so the zombie stops there. And he's like, "God, I told you to go sideways because it's set to go off if you get into that space, right? Can't you people listen?"
I told you what I was gonna do. I told you I was gonna take a step forward.
And I told you to take a step sideways.
And I don't care. Wait, so they're coming forward. They'll talk to you. Don't worry about it.
Up. Dude, look, God damn it! We didn't need to fight. We could have just had a conversation as civilized
Look,
men. But you can't
even
seem
have
to
my-
follow direction. I don't know.
I don't even have my weapon drawn. I just got my shield up. I'm
Hey,
just here to protect the guys on the back.
Look, man, I understand. I feel you don't have weapons drawn, but like you're coming close.
I literally told you what I was doing.
And I told you to do something else.
Can I attempt
Yeah.
to sneak to
Yeah,
here
yeah.
without the zombies seeing her?
Go ahead and roll stealth for me.
I have
Awesome.
a question,
Sure.
like a non-story related question.
that's fine.
What kind of range is
Oh.
allowed for like controlling the undead?
What kind of
How-
range?
how-
How far?
Yeah, like how close? No, how close did you say? Like if like Cromwell had a zombie, like how close does he have to be to that zombie to be able to tell it what to do?
I think it says in his character thing how far. However,
like
he can't use
across
that
the board.
anymore. However,
No,
he
I
can't
know.
use that
No,
anymore.
no, I know. That wasn't my
I think.
request. I was just
Yeah,
wondering,
yeah.
you know,
Cromwell, is there like a
general.
distance on there?
There's a distance for initially doing the channel divinity.
Yeah, that's what he's asking
I
for.
don't know if there's a distance. I assume it's like after that, as long as they.
It's,
can
yeah,
hear
as
me.
long as you're under control. Yeah. So what's that initial distance? Is what he's asking.
Oh, 30
Well,
feet.
30 feet. There you
Okay. So they could, you know, realistically be wherever, but then how do they see? How do they? I guess that's just semantics. But yeah,
go. No,
okay.
we talk about it later. Yeah, we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, so you guys are you the rest of you guys kind of filing in?
Yes.
I did my roll. I'm assuming I did not.
You
sneak
can
away.
attempt to move. Yeah, you can go ahead and try to move.
I'm gonna
Yes.
go.
As far as you know,
Right
you're
here.
So
sneaky.
yeah, so
Okay.
so as Lando and DQ get to that space, he's like, God damn it, and he's like, stop! Would you please stop? Oh, these look, these undead are bound to me, and when you get into that area, they attack. I wanted to have a conversation. I don't think we have to fight, but if you guys move any more forward than that, I will literally have no control. They have an overwrite in their decision-making tree to, if you guys, and as Lando takes another step forward, you are all rolling initiative.
Well, we should also allow the people behind to.
Yeah, you guys can move forward. I'm saying
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys can get out of the tunnels. I'm saying, like, y'all can like get out here before we roll.
Wait, did
initiative.
Lando want to move forward?
He moved himself forward.
I mean,
I'm guessing he did.
That was It was.
Yeah.
Wait, was it intentional? Was it intentional?
That's
Yes,
what I'm wondering.
100%.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So everybody, get yourself out of the cave. Yeah, you guys can just get yourselves out of the cave. Useless
I'm
big
gonna-
Oh dear.
Useless big get yourself out of the cave. Unless you guys want to be stuck in the hallway, that's fine too. I have no problem with you making it harder for yourselves to get into combat. So
So
we
are
should
we
all
all
be-
now rolling initiative?
yes,
Yeah.
I would like Elwarin, Useless, and BigYin and Lando all to make perception checks for me as you guys kind of wander into the space.
Damn. I might as well roll initiative as well.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the one, guys.
I believe.
Yep. There it is.
There
There
it
it
is. But you perceived well, so that was good. Is anybody else getting in on this combat?
I was calling for one for me, by the way.
I figured. No, I figured.
I guess we're all.
I'm pretty sure Bronzebeard was going for that good old
Cool. All right.
7-Eleven.
Yeah. So Elwarin and BigYin, you guys kind of notice the same top left skeleton, and you notice that it's short, like particularly short. And
oh
as you guys
shit.
as you guys look at it closer, you realize it's actually not a longbow that it's holding. It's actually a short bow. It just looks like a longbow in its arms, and it looks exactly like your dear departed friend.
That's what I figured.
So Cromwell needs to take control of that one. Actually, he
Cromwell
can't do
cannot
that
control
anymore.
take control of anything
Damn
because he
it.
expended his.
That would have been just a step of iron
Hey
right
laddies,
there.
can you see that? Our friend Brooks come back from the dead. Looks like I'll get an opportunity to smash him proper this time.
I can give him back his love
Can
letter.
he tell it's Brooke?
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So Elwarin and BigYin notice that it's Brooke.
Okay, 100%
Up
got
here.
it.
Yeah, and so then as you guys say that looks Brooke, you hear the voice from the back go, "Wait, Wait, you guys know this one? And he points over to the short skeleton.
Yeah, I told you, the talkers.
You dark necromancer, you rose one of our friends from the dead.
He's like, huh, I saw a dead hill giant, and I saw this little guy, and I thought, hey, why not give him another chance at life? And
It's a zombie.
cool. So he's not a zombie; he's a skeleton. Let's be very clear on this.
Didn't you guys
He's
bury
dead.
Brooke?
Buried him, but didn't burn him.
Buried him.
Told you. I'll just look over at. I'll just look over at
You got this.
Ulrich, and I'll say, I told you we should have burned him.
I mean, we couldn't make a fire that's hot enough to burn bones anyway, so
Yeah, I think
I don't know
got a
what
good-
you
he's
were
got a good point.
planning on doing.
I
you
have
wanted
a
to break
question.
down his bones. That's
Could have
something
just
you cannot
gnawed
impose.
it down.
What was
Chew
that,
on the
Cromwell?
bones.
Sorry, I'm finishing rolling the initiation while you guys are talking.
Sweet.
20s for
Excellent.
everyone.
Excellent. Cool. We will. So 1 second. God damn it! I can't see which one's which. Oh, here we go. Cool. There. God damn it! You had to roll the same thing as him, Elwarin. Come on now. I believe your dexterity is the same too. Elwarin, go ahead and just roll a D2 for me. I'm gonna decide who goes first. Out of that, your D2.
Well, Elwarin's is technically bigger.
Ayo.
Elwarin, just slash roll 1d2. Pretty much, if you roll a 1, you're going first. If you roll a 2, you're going second. That's how it's going. Excellent, you're going second. I think everything else is good. Sweet, cool. All right. Oh, by the way, so I grouped the combatants to make the things easier. So zombies, obviously, just the zombie himself. The 2 big skeletons have 1 initiation. The skelebongers in the back have 1 initiation, and the dude in the very far back has 1 initiation, obviously. But just as a heads up for y'all, it's not like, well, there's only 4 combatants total. Cool. So the zombie, while you guys are making this commotion, talking about the skeletons, moves forward and attacks Mr. Ulrich.
Oh no.
Is this what you wanted?
I mean, I would not
Okay.
really.
So yeah, so he hits you in the face with his fist,
Think we had plenty of warnings before this happened.
bludgeoning you for. God damn it. 10 damage.
Makes sense. God damn it. You're not very good at a necromancer, are you?
What do you
Can't
mean?
stop him.
Listen, y'all walked forward when I didn't want you
No,
to.
like my friend back here had one following him like a goddamn puppy. You can't stop this one? Weird.
Indeed. And I just want to check and make sure you've. Okay, cool. Cool. So that was his sneak attack round since he rolled a crit 20. He's going to smack you again for his turn. I'm guessing a
How's it
12
sneak
doesn't hit.
attack?
Yeah, 12 does not hit. No.
Cool. That's what I thought. Just wanted to verify. Cool. Sweet. And now it is the guy in the back's turn. He's like, we could have just talked. We didn't need to do this. Oh well. And
your guy attacked first, just pointing that out, but you know.
sure. You guys are gonna hate me. La la la. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw for me, and that line will be, let's see, Ulrich, Cromwell. Is there anybody behind Cromwell? No, and BigYin. I need you 3 to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Not you, DQ. You're good.
Damn
Oh, sorry. You said
Oh
everyone at
yeah,
first?
get
No,
that
no.
out of the way.
Yeah, so it's Ulrich, Cromwell, and BigYin is who he's hitting.
Gotcha.
Oh no. This isn't how I thought it was going to end. Oh no. All right, cool. So let's see. Cromwell and BigYin, you two save. So you guys take 13 points of damage. And Ulrich, you take 27 points of damage, my dude, from as a lightning bolt erupts from his fist. And he's just like, I didn't want to do this. And
I guess we're fucked, guys.
it arcs out
Yeah.
from
You're boned.
his middle finger
This
bone,
campaign's over.
and it just comes scorching down in a line. But you also noticed that it seems like the zombie may have been caught in the crossfire as well. And he was. So he also takes 27 points of damage. Lucky you.
Like, all right. Now I'm fucking mad.
Sure. That's
Before I was willing to talk. Now you're gonna die.
and he
Guys,
just
he's fucking bleeding out.
Makes you want to fight more.
and he just kind of brings his hands and says, "Bring it, bitch." Oh, sorry. Yeah, bring it, bitch. Sorry, your roll was bad. I'm sorry. Did you try?
Okay.
All right, cool. Elwarin, you just saw lightning come out of this man's fist and hit 3 of your comrades, and as well as the zombie. What will you do?
Wait, just 1 second. As a quick question,
Sure.
if I have a reaction, how
Yes.
does that work?
So it would happen off of your turn as something else happens to you typically. What reaction are you trying to take?
I'm just curious. I don't think I'm anywhere close enough, but I just have Hellish Rebuke, which is
Oh,
I think
that's
within
60 feet. Yeah. I mean, so you could no, it's a reaction as you get hit. I mean, I guess you could technically try to use it on the zombie. Cromwell, I mean,
No, it's okay.
no, okay, all right, that's fine. All right, Elwarin, so you saw lightning come out of this man's hand, and he is just looking at you guys like, I really didn't want to do this. And, yeah. So what do you got to do? You want to try to defuse the situation? You want to keep fighting? What's the game plan?
Well, before I take any action, I'll look at the group and I just say, like, guys, I just don't have a good feeling about this. Should we just back off and try to talk to this guy?
I mean, he said he can't hold them back, Elwarin.
He's like, if you guys take a step back, 1 step, he's looking specifically at Lando. These guys will stop, I swear.
I would say to just take a step back, guys. Like, this is not going to go well. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Okay. So do you want to delay your turn until after Lando?
Could he not,
Yeah.
like, just walk over and drag Lando back?
You could. Let's see what's the movement. 5, 10. Yeah, you could definitely just walk over to Lando and pull him backwards. Yeah, if you wanted to as your action and movement.
Well, let me just do that. That's probably easier than anything else.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
Wouldn't
move
he
yourself
make
right
a
behind him.
strength check or something?
Lando, are
I
you going to allow him to pull you backwards?
I mean, he's got to roll for it, you know,
Sure. All right. Make an athletics check.
just to make it, you know.
Sure.
fair.
Sure.
Okay, what do you want me to roll?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
Do I have to make a strength saving throw to?
You can also roll
Nice.
athletics, but he rolled a nat 20, so you will also have to roll a natural 20.
Am I rolling athletics?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you could just let it happen. It's up to you. I'll let you decide. Yeah. So he pulls you
I
back,
lost.
and like as Elwarin is pulling you back, you see Lando going, "Let me at him," like one of those like cartoons from back in the day. Elwarin, go ahead. Yeah, perfect, cool, excellent. And so as this happens, he's
Strong
like,
fucking elf.
"Oh, thank God, I do apologize for the damage," and he snaps his fingers.
Why did you have to? Why
Snaps
did
his,
he have?
he snaps his fingers, and all the damage that was done to you guys has now been reverted.
What the
Except for the damage done by the zombie to Ulrich. So you guys, Ulrich regains 27 HP, and BigYin and Cromwell regain 13 HP. Have you guys? Sweet. He's like, all right, we can talk like civilized folks, perhaps. And Elwarin, I want you to make one more perception check for me, if you could.
Why do I have a heart on my token?
I think because you're about to die.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't put it on you. I don't even see it. Okay, cool. So Elwarin, with that perception check, you notice that the big skeletons here look eerily similar to what you fought a long time ago. It's got big horns and the big battle axe, but these ones seem more tame.
Okay.
Like they haven't just gone on a rampage and started killing you guys as soon as you walked in, sort of deal. They seem to be more restrained, but those are these bigger skeletons are what you saw in in your previous encounter with the undead at the village. So make sure I don't know. I'll let you deal with that information what you will. Cool. All right. So I'll keep the turn order here just in case you guys want to get back into combat. But this can just be like kind of free talk time. He's like, okay. What are you guys doing in my cave? I'm the Lord of Lance Rock. I think I've said that 3 times now to you. What can I help you with?
I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible, just so you guys all know.
Yeah, you're.
I don't know if I
said,
am or not. I don't know if I am or not.
Yeah, so like I said, they saw you guys, and that's why he saw you and he saw Lando, and then Lando took the extra step forward, which is what triggered it. But he saw you.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Yeah, he kind of looked at you and said, "Stop!" Like he's like stop to both of you.
Okay.
And I'm just looking backwards, kind of to like the entrance of the way we came.
Sure.
At BigYin, just expecting him to talk since he's always the talker.
Sure. I mean, he doesn't have to talk here. Anybody can talk.
I know.
Yeah.
Still looking at him.
Can I move to the side and sit and take a short rest while this conversation is happening?
So a short rest typically takes about an hour. So I
This
mean,
could go on an hour with BigYin talking.
I'm gonna let you know. Probably not gonna take an hour.
Just kidding.
So yeah. So you guys gonna interact with this dude? He's kind of waiting for an answer for like what you guys are doing here.
I mean, I'm in the back. I'm not even sure. And can he see me over everyone else?
You're
I mean, I
the
am
biggest
taller than
dude.
everyone.
You're the biggest
tallest
dude.
You're like
dude.
7
Alright.
feet
You're
tall,
like
bro.
you're like Shaq right now, man.
Yeah, you're
Right.
Shaq, and you've
First
got
of all,
Kevin
what's
Hart
your
in the very
name?
front.
You, scary boy in the robe in the dark thread. What's
He's
your
announced
name?
himself 3
Fucking
times.
Lord of Lance Rock.
Yeah,
You're the Lord of Bloody Lance Rock. What's
No.
your name?
So the guy in the robe with the thread is turned into a zombie here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's him?
No,
but-
I thought
a
it was
different
the
dude
back.
in
I
the
thought
a different dude in the far back is the one talking to you.
Right.
Yeah,
But yeah,
who's the dude in the back? He's the Lord of Lance Rock, but I want to know his name.
He's like, you want to know my name? I used to
Hey!
be called Orieth a long time ago when I was with the, living folk. Recently, I've turned to the non-living folk, as it were. But
Fuck
can you
that
answer
guy.
Can you answer my question now? What are you guys doing in my cave?
Well, it's a bit of a long story, and it's not
Short version,
exactly
please.
conducive to talk to you.
Short-
at this
short
distance.
version.
Would you?
Short version, please. Nope. Please stay there. He's amplifying his voice so you all can hear him.
Oh,
And
you
from what you
silly,
can tell-
suspicious sod.
And from what you can tell, like as you're kind of yelling at him, he's able to hear you just fine.
I just wanna tell him I don't like being told what to do.
He's like, "That's fine. I didn't like it either. That's why I'm here, doing my own thing. I feel you, buddy. But you're in my place. Be nice if you listen to me. 'Cause I'd rather not have."
Orieth, alright? Whatever they say your name is, we
Yep,
were
Orieth.
sent here. We were sent here by one of the townsfolk who's trying to who asked us to figure out why there's a bunch of strange happenings, why there's fogs in the night, and they said one of the places to look was here, at Lanzarote. And another person, who happens to be the poxy mine owner, said there was treasure here and banditry. So we came to have a look. We didn't know your cave was occupied till we came across the zombies.
He's like,
And we did not more than defend ourselves. We didn't know there's a grander plan.
He's like,
It's not
"Oh,
like your lads were very communicative.
well, they can't talk. Oh, I guess you probably wouldn't know that, huh?
I'm
Probably
not
not.
exactly one to deal with the undead, and I didn't have the talk to undead spell. So I'm kind of fucked for that side, mate.
Hey, that's okay. Don't worry. Now people can talk to my skeletons. So what was your? You were told to investigate Lance Rock. I'm a little bit
Aye.
away from Lance Rock. Like I'm not like on Lance Rock. Like I say I'm the Lord of Lance Rock, but like I'm like right next to Lance Rock. You know what I mean?
Kind of a weird title.
Shut up.
I mean, the lad's right. It
pretty
is a bit of a weird title.
It's my title. You got a problem with it?
Who gave you this
It
title?
seems like you gave it to yourself, lad.
Yeah, I think titles are important.
Yeah,
He's
it's
the Lord next to Lance Rock.
no. I have shortened it to the Lord at Lance Rock.
Do you have your
Is he the
paperwork?
Lord formerly of Lance Rock, maybe?
Okay, who's lancing which rock now?
I'm gonna be lancing your rock if you keep talking that way. He's
Only
smiling.
with consent, laddie. Only with consent.
And he's like, hey, there we go, guy in the back. I like you more.
There's a first for everything.
Seems like we're getting along now. Huh?
Yeah, he's like, but I really would ask you don't take another step forward because I like you guys thus far. Y'all have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I said, they got orders from me to attack anything that gets one more step forward from where you three, and he points at DQ, Lando, and Ulrich are at. Just there's a line, magical line as it were. Y'all are at the edge. I just would rather not fight. Because I love my skeletons. I love my undead. They're like my children. And then you see all
to
four
make-
skeletons. Oh, sorry.
Can I make an Arcana check to
Sure.
see if I can see some sort of wall?
Sure.
I doubt it, but
Ooh, 17, not bad. The awkward thing is you don't know any magic spells, right? So that's what makes
Sure,
this Arcana roll awkward for me. You cannot tell if there is anything like a magical line in front of you, but you don't think he's lying with the Arcana check. Like like it's a possible thing. Or like
I have seen magic before.
Yeah. So like I said, so you would know that like, he's not lying to you by saying there's probably a magical line right here that causes them to start attacking. Like it wouldn't be out of like it wouldn't be crazy. Is what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
That exists.
But
But you've
there's
never seen it yourself, and
But
you
there's
don't.
no actual.
There's no physical line or like magical like barrier per se. If you make a perception check or investigation check, I might be able to give you some more information.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
The thing that I'm actually trained in.
You know what happens? You're not quite sure where the line ends and stops. But like I said, with your Arcana check, you can presume that there is a line, like an invisible magic boundary line from where you guys are.
Can I motion towards Useless and I kind of wave him and like draw mime out this wall that we so call hear or like see. Well, we don't see it, but you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to
Like I said, no. Ulrich is just like I could understand there being like a magical like line here that he's saying that like if you step over it, it trips an alarm. Is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I was more trying to figure out whether or not it was originating from him or if it was just here.
Oh no, it's just there. It's not. It doesn't originate from him. It's there. Like somebody cast it previously, and
Sure.
it just now exists there, possibly forever or until the spellcaster decides to undo that spell. With that 17, I'll give you that information.
I do. I want to ask one question to him real quick.
Sure.
I ask, hey, I know you said that your zombies couldn't attack, or we're gonna attack if we cross the line, but or the skeletons and everything. But why'd you throw lightning at everyone?
Because you crossed the line, and I thought you were going to attack us. Because you crossed the line. That's typically what people do that cross the line.
I guess that's fair.
We
And
made it pretty clear we weren't gonna attack.
Yeah, we made it pretty clear.
he's
but,
like,
you know,
look, I
And
have.
then you were like, I don't want to attack you, and then you immediately attacked us. Seems like a dick move.
mixed messages is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I have a hard time communicating with people. That's why I don't live around people anymore. And you see him kind of like looking around. He looks like he's kind of uncomfortable with the situation. And he's like, I'm sorry, I guess. But hey, I gave you back that health that, once he came backwards, like, it's like it never happened at all, right?
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, totally. Thank God I didn't get hit. How'd it feel, Ulrich?
I will tell you this. You will either be dead, or I will be the last of my friends leaving this cave.
So are you telling DQs or are you telling Oreo this?
I'm telling Oriot that.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, see, I don't like you as much anymore, but everybody else seems kind of cool. Like, I like the one in the back. He liked the joke, and he kind of, that was cool. But like, why you gotta be like this, man?
Well, you hit me with some lightning.
And then I gave you back all. It's like it never happened.
No, it definitely. I can still feel the pain.
No, the pain's gone. Sorry, with that kind of snap of his wrist, the pain.
Right, but
you
like
could
the
be lying.
memory.
Sure, the memory of
the
it happening.
pain.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
Like-
That I agree. That I will agree with you. Yeah, the memory of that thing hit you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a huge fan of you myself, so.
Well, I'm not a huge
gonna
fan
let
of
my-
you. So
I'm gonna let my friends talk,
okay.
and so I really hope we come to an agreement here, for your sake.
See, he's like, you say that, but like, it seemed like you got hit really hard with that one spell. I got plenty of other spells, my dude. And he kind of
yeah.
Let's cut this. I just want to interject like really loudly. Let's cut. I don't want to hear about the pissing contest anymore, you two.
yeah, and he
Let's
kind
get down to business.
he kind of
Is there any way I can like sneak past? I can just kind of get to the front, at least up as far as Lando is, or am I? Is there no way I can squeeze past?
you can walk up. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright,
So before you walk up, he notices Useless, and he's like, "Hey, holy shit! Are you an orc with glasses?"
I have an orc with glasses.
He's like, you see him. He's taken it back a little bit. He's like, All right. I will let your orc friend come and talk to me, but the rest of you guys have to stay back here.
That doesn't make it. So you can control them?
No. Like I can give permission to people to cross the threshold.
What?
So you
Sir,
can't
I'm
control it.
having a big rough time understanding your logistics.
I'll just kind of take my big left hand and put it on like on DQ's shoulder, and I'll say, "Laddie, it's his house. He can do
I
what
don't
he
need
likes."
this, and I smack his hand away.
I'll just
I'm stressed out. I don't want to be here anymore. I just started having a panic attack.
Sure. Yeah. So
Everything's overwhelming at this
I'll
point.
kind of shake my stick. I'll put my stick in front of his eyes and say, "Would you like me to knock you on the head and see if it helps?"
Get me out.
So he's kind of motioning for Useless to kind of follow him if he so chooses. But he says the rest of you guys have to stay there. Like, so Useless, if you want, you can approach him here. You can have a conversation with him from your warrior station, or walk forward. Up to you guys. The rest of you guys can continue to try to talk to him if you so choose.
I will approach him while my teammates are squabbling amongst each other.
Sure.
I'll walk over to Lando. Once Useless goes past, I'll walk over to Lando. I'll just tap him on the shoulder, be like, "Look."
That's
That's not
Ulrich.
Lando.
That's
Didn't-
Ulrich.
No, it's Ulrich. Lando's over there. Ulrich. I'll be like, "Laddie, I completely and totally understand your feeling. I didn't like getting hit by that lightning either. But let's face it, we're a wee bit outclassed here. We're outnumbered, outclassed,
Move back.
and that man nearly knocked you and me out in about one go.
Can
It
I
will
overhear
make
this
it
or no?
Yeah. I don't see why not. Like, I
I
don't know. He's
believe
not, I don't think he's
discretion is
whispering.
the better.
Sorry.
I
I'm just gonna-
believe discretion's the better part of valor at this point.
He's just gonna move
Like it.
back just so you guys can see his face and not be covered by his HP and armor class of Useless. Just as a heads up, like they're face to face, but it looks awkward. Nope, back. Okay. Take one step back from me, Useless. Like in the game, in real life, you guys are like face to face, but just so you can see his character.
I might be slightly intimidated by these giant ass skeletons.
Are you asking? Are you being intimidated by them, or he just kind of
yeah.
met you halfway? Is what he thought.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that-
I
that-
meet him like here
He's like,
or like further back.
this is fine. Like, do you
No.
want to get closer? You can get closer. if you
So,
like.
so he's just saying that you guys are like at a normal speaking distance, but mechanically, so that you're not covering up the
the guy's
icon.
face. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
physically you're here, right? But just
Mhm,
so I
yeah.
can see everything nice and easier.
Yeah.
for you guys later.
Okay.
He's
Can we
like,
still hear the conversation?
I'm assuming not, based off the.
sure, yeah. He's not going to like shout, but you guys aren't that far away either. So like, if they're talking like normal tones, you guys can hear them. If they start to whisper, then you guys will have to make like active perception rolls. But like at the current distance, you guys can all hear it. Like I said, he's not shouting or anything, but cave is kind of echoey, as caves are. So yeah, so he's like, who gave you those glasses?
Yeah. And I make them myself.
He's like, aha. Let me guess. You're the only person who can cast magic from your village.
More or less, yeah.
And I'm guessing that they kind of forced you to go away, huh?
Yes. Although maybe not forced, but I was in self-imposed exile.
Sure. I have something that might interest you. If you and your friends leave, I might have something that you might like. Yeah, just something that was kind of passed down to me by my teacher, from his teacher, yada yada yada, back a ways. Yeah, if you're interested.
Color me intrigued. What might this thing be?
It's an old spell book, a grimoire, perhaps you could call it. It was in. He kind of motions backwards into this room. It's like it's in that room back there. It's kind of the room that I kind of yelled at you guys from earlier.
Yeah.
Trying to get you guys to leave, as I didn't see you. If I'd seen you, I would have been like, yeah, you come along in, my good sir. You and I are one of a kind, as they would say.
Huh.
That doesn't make any sense.
And,
So, Ulrich,
in
are
exchange,
you
I
just
just need to get
whispering this?
my.
Sorry, Ulrich, are you whispering this to your buddies, or are you saying this out loud?
Just like a normal.
That's fine. Yeah, just check. Okay, cool. Continue. Useless.
Huh. So in exchange, I just need to persuade my friends to leave.
Correct. Yeah. I understand you killed the other zombies and skeletons back there. Tragedy. How did you like the circus act with the play? I thought that was a fun little joke.
This is very creative.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I could totally get behind that.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're dead though, right? Like all of them are just. Kabuks.
Regretfully.
Okay, I mean that's okay. I can get some more later. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if you and your friends don't mind leaving, I guess I can give you some insight into like what's happening at Lance Rock, if that might help you.
Yeah, I think we really just want to know what's going on. Maybe not necessarily to stop anything per se.
Okay, fair enough. He kind of motions for you to follow him, and he kind of like over his shoulders, like, I swear to God, if you guys cross that invisible line that you can't see, I have no control over these guys. So you do you. I prefer not to fight. I swear to God.
Just get frustrated.
Sure. I swear to God, I prefer not to fight you guys because I like this guy, and he points over to Useless. He seems cool, and the big one in the back, I like him. Oh, he's not in the back anymore. That one, he's cool too. But like, yeah, I just, rules of the house. Like this is where I live. This is my cave. And so yeah.
You hit the one with lightning who was following your rules. All right.
He's like, look.
Uh,
yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
I shout back. I'll be right back.
Sure. So he takes you back. 1 second. My notes got messed up somehow. So as you kind of walk through the cave, you kind of see farther as you kind of keep walking that there's a stone slab with a counter. It's right over here. As you guys are kind of approaching it, there's a stone slab with a counter, and it juts out from the wall. You can just kind of like walk around the zombies. They're not really like they're like looking at you guys, but like they're not like intimidating or anything like that. And at its base, it has knives, saws, and other tools. And it looks like there are 4 seats, kind of there, just kind of around this table.
Okay.
So as he kind of walks, he's bringing you kind of to the back here. You guys can still listen. You guys can feel free to like kind of scroll up and like watch this interaction.
Am I seeing any other zombies or?
No, there's nothing else back here. Yeah, there's nothing else back here that you can see.
Interesting.
And
So,
as you kind of walk into here, you notice that the path kind of narrows, right? Like it was this like big open cavern, and now this pathway to the back kind of narrows. And he's just talking to you. He's like, so like, how long have you been practicing magic? Like who did anybody teach you? What kind of magic practitioner are you? Give me the deets, man.
Yeah, I'm a self-taught wizard.
Ooh, wizard just like me. Maybe I could teach you a thing.
You're a wizard? I thought you were a necromancer.
He just kind of sits there. He's like, God. So necromancy is a school of the wizards, and we deal with the dead and undead. It just It's like anything, right? Like you can use it for evil, you can use it for good, but it has a really bad stigma from that that issue a long time ago that neither of us have ever been part of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very popular anymore, as it were.
I definitely attest to that.
He's like, did you, like, I get it. They don't look great. I totally feel you there. As you're kind of walking, you see like these torches kind of all over the walls, and he kind of sits there and he's just like, interesting. And as he's walking by, the torches start like flickering on, and as you approach with him, they start to get a bit stronger. And he's like, interesting. This is the first time I've brought like a live person back here.
I hope we're gonna stay that way, right?
I mean, I hope so. You seem kind of cool. I like orcs with glasses. Those are my favorite kinds of orcs.
Have you met many orcs with glasses?
No, unfortunately not. You're the first, but I've read stories of them. And my teacher, let's just say he's a firm believer in the. He kind of chuckles. He's like the first orc with glasses. He kind of laughs. And you would know that the first orc with glasses was the orc necromancer that I told you about first, like the first one who created necromancy,
right,
about 400 years ago, or 300, 400 years ago, somewhere around that time span. So as you kind of enter this this opening, an oval cavern is open with 40 feet wide, 60 feet long. Dark purple tapestries hang along the walls, and at the center stands a pedestal fashioned of severed arms arranged to clutch one another into a cone. Cradled at the utmost hand is a glowing crystal sphere. A dark sigil with an eye-like slit floats above the sphere.
Curious.
Yeah, 1 second. Where'd it go? What?
Is it the same one as on the pendant thing we picked up?
One of them looks like that, but here I will share this with you. Close, everybody should be able to see this.
Mm-hmm.
So you see 4 different symbols below. And at the very top, you see this kind of eye. And you guys would recognize the symbol on the bottom left corner there as the cult symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like...
So we can see the whole thing?
Yeah, you can see the whole thing, yeah. The rest of these guys haven't seen it. And he's like, yeah, this is something. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm definitely interested in that.
He's like, you should be very nervous.
That symbol on the second left.
Oh, you know of that?
I've seen it before. I just don't know what it relates to.
Oh, okay. Just so you're aware, now that the eye has seen you, it will always see you. It's like an all-seeing eye. For out of game context, it's kind of like Sauron's eye in the tower, where it's like always trying to follow the ring or whatever, but it can just see things. And so he thinks that it can see everything, and he's surprised that you're not like fearful of it at this point.
I'm my thirst for knowledge definitely outweighs my
Sure. Yeah, I know.
my fear right now.
Fair enough. And so he's just kind of looking at you, just very perplexed. He's like, so you know one of those symbols, huh? Which one? Do you mind pointing it out?
Yeah, I point out to the one that's the cult of the Black Earth.
Yeah, he's like, ooh. So you know about the Black Earth cult. All right. You know what? I like you. I'll give you some info. These are the 4 elemental cults. And they all kind of serve the all-seeing eye, as it were. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, I was initially terrified of it a little bit, but after talking to the different cults and like kind of helping them here and there with some things, they're actually not that dangerous.
I'm not really sure what their purpose is exactly. Is that something you can share with me?
He's like, their purpose. They're trying to resurrect something, I think. I think that's why they called me to help, because they knew about my skills and he says that with like a flourish, and he's like, necromancer skills, reincarnation, reanimation, all that jazz. But it seems that my skills weren't quite what they were looking for. But it was kind of cool to meet all of them. They all I met all of them kind of at different times, different places. But after seeing all their symbols, I was just like, oh, it's the same as this one. And just kind of kept it here ever since.
Interesting.
And he's like, okay, so you say you're a wizard, self-taught.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to be my apprentice? I can teach you more. Like that lightning bolt was just like one of many things I could do.
That'd be really impressive if I can do that to multiple people in a line. Would be.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm very interested in how you pull that off.
Yeah. It's He starts thinking. He's like, "Do you mind if I look at your spellbook?" You can open it up and hold it. I don't need to hold it. I can just kind of.
I guess out of world, does it matter if people have
No.
your spellbook?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want them to take it from you because then you can't cast your spells anymore. Because you can cast your cantrips because you know those, but the rest of your spells you have to memorize each night to use the next day. So if you were to lose your spell book, you'd eventually just forget how to use your spells that weren't cantrips.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you can, he's like, I totally get if you don't want to give it to me, feel free to hold it. I was just gonna kind of point to you and kind of show you and see kind of where you're at, and I can kind of maybe give you a bit of
I'll open it and show him and say forgive me for being a little hesitant with it.
Oh no, totally. I am the exact same. That's why I haven't shown you mine. And you see he's clutching a dark black grimoire in his left hand.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, there's a reason why I haven't showed you mine. I no problem. And he's like, you didn't go necromancy. Interesting. And he kind of looks. He's like, you're getting pretty close to the lightning spell, honestly. Out of game, he was like, maybe in a level or two you could get it. Who knows? But he's like, you keep doing your thing. I'm sure. Keep hitting those books. Keep learning. You'll probably get that spell pretty quickly. I'm sure. Pretty close.
Cool. Good to know. I didn't go necromancy. I've had a pretty unnerving experience with some spirits here.
Sure. Yeah. No. I get that. And the school that you chose, not terrible. Not terrible at all. I just I found my skills to be more aligned with. And he says, death, I guess. So what do you think of the place? It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, we've I guess how long have you been Lord of what was it again?
Lance Rock.
Lance Rock.
He's kind of touching his beard. He's got a little stubby beard at the bottom. He's thinking, he's like 6 years now, maybe. Yeah, I think about 6 years.
What's this place used for before?
It was actually, I think it was a thieves' den or something. I don't know. It was uninhabited when I got here. But yeah, there wasn't anything in here. I guess it was just kind of a cave. I didn't see anybody else using it, so why not, huh? And I decked it out. You like the decorations? And as he says that, the purple tapestries along the wall just kind of flutter a little bit.
Oh yes, very very majestic.
Thank you. Yeah. So, what do you think? We can have a conversation about that special thing, and maybe you and your friends hightail it out of here. I just really don't want to kill you guys.
Oh yeah, I know. I totally understand,
Cool.
but I do need to know. Do you have anything to do with the town of Red Larch?
No, I don't go to people. The people that you see are, the skeletons, the zombies. I never go into town.
And that small skeleton was one of our departed friends. We are. They may be curious about where you happened upon his body.
Yeah. I saw him right next to a dead giant. I think it was a hill giant.
Did we not bury him?
No. He was buried, but it was it was fresh. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll give him a new purpose. I try to give all of my people a new purpose in life. It felt kind of sad too, because the tombstone didn't say who it was. I was just, I just wanted to give this small person a new shot at life.
Well, his hands might be in better control in yours than in his own.
He sits there. He looks. He's like, "How did he die? I thought it was just like y'all were fighting the hill giant or something, I guess." And then he valiantly ran into battle, and
he served as a very good meat shield.
And you see him looking at you
in
like,
the literal sense.
He's like, should I have turned him into a zombie then? Zombies are better meat shields. Skeletons are better with like dexterous things. He seemed like
he was a much better dexterous person.
Ah, okay, interesting. Well, like I treat all of my skeletons and zombies with the most care. They lead fun lives, like the ones in the other hall. They were doing a whole play. It took them a little while to learn. It's pretty cool. And the other ones, like the further you get into the cave, the more sophisticated, and kind of puts in air quotes, sophisticated they get. I find the fresher the body, the more sophistication you can get out of them. So apologies for this, but like your dearly departed friend is probably one of the most dexterous skeletons I got. I got him. Maybe it felt like maybe a day or two after you guys had buried him.
To be fair, we did slaughter your circus.
And it hurts. It really does. But I understand not many people are used to dealing with the undead. But yeah,
Last question, I guess.
Sure.
Do you know anything about what's going on in Red Larch? People seem to have been acting pretty strange.
He sits there and he thinks, he's like, I think I heard one of the cults saying that they had people at the Red Larch. Spies, maybe you would call them.
Okay.
That's another reason why I don't go to the Red Larch. I just, I like my privacy. I don't want them kind of like finding my hideout. They used to find me as I like went out to get like herbs and other stuff for spells, and they found me on the road, and they start asking questions. They noticed my grimoire or my soul book here, and just a lot of questions. I'm not really comfortable with people. He's like, you're really cool because you're an orc with glasses. Like I dig that. But like I don't really like normal people that much.
Yeah, I get you there. All right, well, thanks a lot for your help.
You wanted to know about what's happening around Lance Rock? That was me testing out new spells. And I tried to do it when like nobody was on Lance Rock, like nobody got hurt. He's like, at least I think nobody got hurt. Did somebody die? Did I hurt somebody?
I wasn't actually paying attention. Did anyone actually die outside?
So you guys found fresh-ish graves on Lance Rock. But when Llus was talking to you guys about these like unnatural things happening, it seemed like it was a thing of the past, not a like current thing that's happening, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't like a daily thing or like a weekly thing that was happening. It's just like once in a while something random would happen, and she's like, what the fuck's happening here?
Oh, I see. So he's probably testing his spells, but these bodies that are fresh may not necessarily be related.
Like I said, he's to you thus far. I mean, you can roll an insight check, I guess, if you want, to see if he's lying to you. But from currently, without rolling that, you think he's like being very upfront. Like he's a little flabbergasted that he hurt someone because he thought it was a clear area as he was testing things out. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take his word for it since he's gonna give me this nice fancy book.
Sure.
Okay. I think I have an idea what's going on.
Cool.
I think I can persuade my friends with this.
Sweet.
So
he's like, yeah, sweet. We can go ahead and head out. I just kind of wanted to talk to you in private, kind of show you this thing. I thought you'd dig it. I thought you'd be scared, honestly, a little bit at first to see it, but it's a cool thing that I made. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
I like seeing new things.
Sure. Yeah. So then you guys just wander back. So you can just bring your character back over into like the main square. And so as you're walking back, he just kind of like is watching over, and then he heads over to the kind of room over here, and he picks up the book.
Okay.
And he walks back down, and he's kind of like waiting for you to like convince them to leave before he gives it to you, sort of deal.
Okay. I go over here. All right, guys. I don't think he's doing any particular harm. The quote unquote strange things that have been going on outside are him testing spells, apparently. However, I have gotten some very interesting information, which may be particular interest to you, Ulrich.
Yeah, he's talking to you.
Which I can relay on the condition that we leave here first.
Sounds good. That's what everyone says we should do.
Yeah, and he'll let us go. As far as Brooke is concerned, he just found his grave and turned into a skeleton. Guess he should have dug a deeper grave.
Well, we only had so much time.
Yeah, are
all
y'all...
those skeletons? He just finds them.
Yeah, he just finds them. Like he has a tendency to like fresher bodies. They make better undead.
Did he mention anything about the big skeletons?
The big ones?
Yeah.
No,
So
I didn't ask him about it.
Feel free to ask. You guys can feel free to ask about these things. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as
Wasn't
the
sure.
outside, he doesn't seem to be related to those.
How do we feel, guys, about Brooke being a skelly boy? We cool with that?
I'd be more used to them before.
I mean, I'm pretty cool with it. I don't know about you guys.
In
feel like
Eustace's words, you might have better control over his body than he actually did in real life.
Yeah, I think he's in good hands. I don't like this guy, but, you know. I'm hoping he can at least entertain these guys. He never really entertained us too well, except for being my spooning partner. But we're going to look past that.
All right, so we're all good to go?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, are you guys good to go? I shouldn't. I mean, like I said, Elwarin, like this. If you wanted to like ask a question about the bigger one,
it's the guys. I mean, it seems like he's like.
All right. I can definitely
talk to him, or
like
what's going on right now?
You can yell out and like ask him a question if you want. Like he's not hostile towards you guys anymore. It seems like he just seems to have like calmed him down. He seems to like be pretty content right now.
Okay.
Or if you better, I could probably relay some questions to him on my way back because I do need to get something from him.
Yeah, I figured you're gonna go back and I mean I don't know that, but I know it that you're gonna go back, right? Because he's gonna give me something if we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like ask you to find out about those since you have a connection with him. Like if you can find out about the big skeletons and where he found those and if he has more information about them.
Sure. All right.
Cool. So I'm guessing you walk back up and pretty much ask him those questions. You can just keep character there. You don't need to move character.
Yeah. Kind of casually ask. So
yeah, no worries.
Those big guys are look pretty fearsome. Where'd you happen to cross them?
Yeah. So I will bring you guys to the world map real quick, just so you can see. And so Orith is like, these are actually my oldest skeletons. Surprisingly, I've had them for a while, and I got them around Iron Slag, which is really far to the north. Like, if you guys want to go to your map, it's the very far north near the Ice Spires.
Ice Spires.
Here, I'll ping it for you guys. All the way up at the top.
I see.
And he's like, there was a village of them, and there was a weird, like, magic person. I don't know if he was a wizard, if he was a shaman, some sort of wizard person who was, like, mind controlling his people.
Mm-hmm.
And so a group of dwarves were conscripted to kind of take care of him. And he kind of says that with like as he looks at like Ulrich and BigYin, or Ulrich and Lando, because you guys haven't left the room yet, I'm guessing. I think only BigYin left the room. Correct? Yes or no?
Yep. Correct.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I have not left.
Sure. Yeah. So he kind of looks at.
I can't see the room anymore. So.
Yeah. I put you guys over the map so you can see this area. He's like, there's some really, really beefy dwarves that just kind of ran through that village and just kind of butchered a bunch of them because of like this evil wizard dude who was. He's like, I guess I never thought about it. He was a necromancer. And he's just kind of causing chaos everywhere. So that's what they were kind of conscripted. They actually weren't even from that space. They were all the way from Mirabar, surprisingly. And if you guys want to pan to your left, you'll find mirror bars really far away from Iron Slag. And he's like, honestly, I never asked those dwarves why they were all the way here from Mirror Bar. And he's like, did that guy? And you just see him go, holy shit, that guy must have had things everywhere on this earth if people from Mirror Bar were worried about things from Iron Slag. And you kind of see him putting pieces together that he never really thought about. As he's kind of doing this mental math. He's like, huh. But yeah, a couple dead bodies were there, really fresh. As I got there, I was helping out with the dwarves, and I asked them, after everything was said and done, if I could keep a couple of the bodies to do research. And they're like, yes, sure enough, because they didn't know I was a necromancer. And yeah, caught these 2 big beefy boys. They died about an hour before I resurrected them. It was great. Like, probably the freshest bodies I've ever gotten, honestly. Fortunately for me, those dwarves were just one track mind, just kill everything and leave. They left me behind, and I felt bad, so I only took 2. I was also like, he whispers to you, I wasn't as strong as I am now, so like, I couldn't make more than 2. You know what I mean? Especially when they're big ones like this. Really hard to make more than 2. Now I can make more than that, but before, really hard to make more than 2.
Yeah, some pretty impressive handiwork.
He's like, thank you. And he's like, I'm guessing you guys are about to leave?
Yes.
Cool.
Is there any way we can tell? I mean,
yeah, you can roll insight to see if he's lying. Like, you guys can all hear him. He's like, oh.
It's not about that. It's just kind of like, with Brooke, we could tell, like, by his size, it was Brooke.
Yes.
It's like a halfling. Can we tell by the, like, do we know what the big skeletons were before they were skeletons?
Oh, sorry, I didn't describe them. They were yak people. I will get you like their proper names after the session's done. They have like a real name and everything like that. I don't remember off the top of my head right now, but they were yak people, not like minotaurs. They were yak people, but they look like big minotaurs because they're very similar.
Cool.
Yeah, he's like, and I hope you just see him like think really deeply. He's like, I really don't even want to part with this. Like, this was the let me bring you guys back to the regular map where we were at previously. Here we go. Don't forget to like when you have your map moved, it like you have to go back to your normal.
Yeah.
He's like, this is handed down to me by my master and his master before him for hundreds of years. I don't, a deal's a deal. And he gives you this grimoire. It's kind of dusty. There is a clasp on it. And it's a very old piece of paper, but it looks like a couple of preservation spells have been cast on it, so it doesn't like deteriorate, and like the paper and whatever else is made of this kind of the bindings of it isn't just like disintegrating into dust as you touch it. And at the top, it reads the grimoire of Vorok Skullcrusher Minok.
Like how you put Skullcrusher in there.
Yeah. He got the term before he became a necromancer. So it was just kind of like he thought it was like a funny thing to do. He thought it was funny. And about 2 inches below that kind of title cover, you see a rectangular box has been cut out. And there's an object on that cover. And it looks like, from what you can tell, like the way it's been cut, that object goes through the like front cover till when you open it. And he looks at you and he says, that's been handed down since Vorok's death by his apprentices, we'll say. I'm from a long line of Vorok's apprentices. I understand kind of what his goals were. He wasn't trying to make evil skeletons that went off and like killed things and like fought people. He was trying to make them useful, trying to make them like help better society. But I understand, and my former master before me understood that this wasn't a thing that was ready yet. But what I am hoping is to find a successor, and maybe, just maybe, when I get older, we can kind of go out into the world and kind of show people the awesome things that skeletons and zombies can do. Like, they can have a circus act, right? Like, it took them a while to learn, but like as I get more dexterous and like fresher bodies, like the better they can be. And like, you know, they can be helpers. He's like, this place doesn't clean itself. But yeah, that's kind of my goal in life, and I'm hoping that I can find somebody to kind of walk that path. But I feel as the next orc glasses wizard that this rightfully belongs to you.
I take the book, kind of run my fingers on the author name,
Mhm.
kind of like in a bit of awe.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, just, you know, take care of it, and if for whatever reason you don't want it anymore, please feel free to bring it back, man. That is a treasure.
I'll be back to visit. Don't you worry.
Sure. And he kind of, you know, shakes your hand, and he says, be careful with that. My master did say that due to the way that he was persecuted towards his death, there may be some dark energies surrounding that grimoire. We never used it. We just kind of left it there as like a holy relic, if you were. It's not holy, you know, it's just a guy. But, you know, he's very important to us, so just be careful. There's a reason why it's kept in that room and I sleep in the other room. You know what I mean?
Noted.
My master went a little crazy. He kept it on his person a little too long. And just be careful.
Okay.
Cool. And yeah, with that, he kind of just says, yeah, feel free to visit Useless. I love this. This is a pleasure.
Yeah, no, the pleasure is mine.
Yeah. He says, please try not to kill any more zombies and skeletons you see in my cave. When you come back, I don't kill people, and it's kind of tough to find bodies out here.
I let him mention there might be some fresh graves outside.
He's like, how fresh? You just see his face has lit up. He's like, how fresh are we talking? An hour, a couple minutes? Did you guys just kill them on your way in?
They were already here when we got here. So
you just see him get a little bit sad. He's like, a week? Are they a week old? The week is still usable. Okay,
we didn't really do a lot of checking.
Where is it? On the top of the hill?
Wherever they were, I don't remember.
Yeah, they're on top of Lance Rock.
Top of the hill. Top of the hill.
Top of the hill.
He's excited. He's like, I will, as soon as you guys, you know, kind of clear out and I kind of, you know, prep some defensive magic, I will be right there. Don't you fucking worry about that, good sir. Thank you very much for that. That will help. Maybe I'll get a four-person circus act.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. So yeah, are you guys leaving the cave without any fuss?
Yeah. Seems that way.
I'm gonna be the last person to leave the cave.
Sure.
Okay.
So,
He lives by his word.
If nothing, he is a man of his word. All right, you guys can go ahead and just wander your way out. You can just go all the way out if you want. Feel free to come out to the front. So Ulrich, are you saying anything as you kind of are there?
No.
Oh, you just walk out last?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You're just mean mugging him.
Yeah, the whole time I was mean mugging him.
Fair. Cool. So you guys all come out here. You guys can just chill over, wherever you guys want.
Get out.
That is the first time y'all have cleared something without just trying to kill everything. Congrats. You have solved my my cave dungeon, my cave puzzle.
So the exit, I ask Ulrich, do you know anything about the the cult of the Elder Elemental Eye?
So I guess that's kind of what he told you. Like the overall thing is, he said it was their elemental cults is what he told you.
Okay, that's the elemental cults. All right.
Yep.
What do you know about elemental cults?
13. Since you're from Mirabar, Ulrich, you would know a little bit about them. You knew about 50 years ago that they kind of cult people started just talking. There were whispers of this weird kind of cultish group that went around just kind of trying to get followers. They weren't really doing anything at the time, but the Mirabar police force, army, whatever you want to call them, drove them away from Mirabar, and you haven't kind of heard of them since. It's been about 50 years since you've heard of them.
I relay that information.
Sure. I guess with that 13, you never saw like a symbol or like any way to kind of tie them together, so you didn't actually know you were chasing the same kind of cult that left Mirabar. That's why you haven't been like, yeah. I'm saying you just didn't know there was any like connection to this.
So,
Sure.
so,
I still
that,
You still don't
so
know.
that, so that symbol on the amulet I gave you, I saw it in the back of the cave when I went to go talk with the Lord of Lancerock, and he said it was one of 4 elemental cults. And even more interesting is that apparently, like, the reason why maybe Red Larch felt a little off is because that's where some of their spies are.
So why did you see it?
He has this weird, like, symbol, like, object in the back showing that symbol along with 3 others. And he said he was in contact with them for a bit, but is no longer.
So he's a cultist.
Not anymore.
I think that's a fair conclusion.
So maybe I didn't describe this well enough. He wasn't part of any of the cults. He was kind of like a middleman,
like a consultant.
Yeah, like a consultant. Yeah, there you go.
I think a consultant's just as bad as being a cultist.
Sure. I just want to make it clear, like he never joined any cults officially. Is what I was trying to say.
Cultist, if you will.
And from what I gather, the cults are trying to revive something, which is why he was in contact with them. But his type of
he's helping the cultists.
His type of magic wasn't useful to their purpose, or for what he knows of their purpose.
But why would the symbol still be there if he's not helping?
He's real superstitious about these things. He seemed pretty afraid of it.
Why would you keep something you're afraid of?
I mean, he felt like he's afraid of in another room, so you ask me.
That's you're not wrong. It's just quite an odd fellow, I must say.
Yeah,
so
but
did he make that symbol? The floaty thing?
I don't actually know.
Yes, he ended up making that symbol based off kind of the culmination of them. He didn't explain to you how or why he made that symbol. It just kind of happened. He didn't tell you. It's just like it's a thing.
Look, I don't like the guy. I'll tell you that. But I don't think I could take out him and his army of skeletons without the group. So,
well, I don't think we're taking him out, and we have good reason to come back in a apparent good graces. So we might as well leave it at that and maybe try and find some more info.
Fair enough.
Or if he's outside that cave, I got your back.
Well, at least I got one, yeah. I suppose two.
We do have a somewhat of a lead to go off of, so.
That's hilarious. If he's outside of the cave, guys, I'll slit his throat. I swear to God. So as long as he's outside of that cave.
Got him.
All right, so I will follow the group with whatever we're going to be doing next.
Cool. So are you guys heading back to the Red Larch?
Well, laddies, this is what I'm thinking. I think we may wait. We may want to wait and maybe do a bit strategic and maybe skullduggish type thinking, as we were a bit obvious in our last visit. And if I understand correctly by the information we overheard from our good friend Useless here, there are spies in the city. They know we're here and they know we left. They didn't know we're coming back. So it may be a good idea to do a bit of covert surveillance.
So point of order, your cart has made it back to the inn by this point.
That's fine.
Without you guys on it. I just want to make sure you're aware. Like between you guys entering the cave and stuff like that, like the cart has made it back. Is all I'm trying to say.
But just because the cart goes back and
sure. No, that's fine.
All they know, we could be dead.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting you know the cart has made it back. That's all. I just want to give you a heads up that the cart is now at the inn with the stable.
I don't think he's tying the 2 points together. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up, like that like time wise, you guys have been here long enough for your cart to have gone back to the Red Lodge and with the stable.
I've got an idea. What if Cromwell and I head back to town and we start talking as if you guys have moved on?
I do like this idea.
They think they don't know to what extent we're together.
Go
and
on.
there's no covert anything going on with me and Cromwell, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, you were the one who got mostly caught last time as well, so they probably aren't as suspicious of you in terms of
So they'll be watching me real heavy, and you guys do your thing out. I don't know, whatever it is you do.
we do things.
Wouldn't they ask for proof?
That you left? It's our cart.
Oh, that the other guys are dead.
Oh no, we say
all
that you
that
guys
we're
left.
dead.
No,
Oh.
you're not dead.
I mean, they
They're
could
not
be
dead.
dead.
Well, we don't know.
Could be dead.
They all went into the cave. We said fuck that and headed back.
That's a good story.
Sounds
Believable.
if I told that story.
What is this boulder?
So when I was doing the cool
Creating the
light stuff, these boulders
Yep.
were sources of light for you to see. I called them my shining rocks.
He
It's
uses
It's a high def rock.
You actually can't see them, but there's more than one, I think, right?
It's a 6,000 candlewatt rock.
Sure,
Is
sure,
this,
sure,
is this like an
multiple-
item?
They're
like
candle
pick,
foots.
Pick up
Or-
gold,
Thank
or is it?
you.
Huh? You get like four of you guys are talking at once. I think. Go ahead. Lando.
Yeah.
It looks like a cocoa puff.
Kind of.
Like
It kind of
green.
does look like a Cocoa Puff. You were saying something, BigYin?
No, I just made a reference that there's a 600 candlefoot rock,
Perhaps.
or
Yeah.
6,000 candlefoot rock. But
6,000 is a lot, but hopefully not.
back in character.
Be like this
You know, that's a fine idea there, laddie. Perhaps perhaps we should take a rest for the night, and then we divide into two groups. You and Cromwell go into town. Take a bit of a shopping list with you, and perhaps some gold for those who may need something, potions and the like, and come back with some supplies. And we can do, and we arrange for a point to meet, maybe near the mine, where we can be seen, and then perhaps DQ Elwarin and Useless and myself can do a bit of night watch on the mine, as two of them have natural night sight, and I can transform into things that have night sight, and we may get an idea of what's going on. It sounds like a fine plan to me.
I feel like they should head to town now instead of taking a rest first, because it's gonna be suspicious if they say they didn't go into the cave and still were out in the vault for the long time.
Aye, that's a fair point. And we can get into our position and then rest. DM, how long would it take for us to walk to the town and get into position to basically skirt the outskirts of the town to the point where we're not seen, and take a position kind of where we can overwatch the mine with
Depends on
good
what
vision?
of
Back to the
thing it-
map. Here we are.
So I guess I'll draw what I'm thinking.
So there's
We're
a
here,
scale,
right?
I think I have a scale
There's
somewhere.
here.
One sec. I think I have a scale
So-
somewhere on this map. One hex is 4 miles. So yeah, you guys are
Okay.
roughly like you
So,
guys, roughly like you're
1, 2.
probably closer to the middle, but yeah, it's close enough.
Okay, so let's just say, we move, so 4, 8, 12, and then so we'll just kind of cut the shortest distance. So, but we want to go around, so we're not just like coming within sight of the town.
So you want to
You
go
know,
up
the
and
i-
around the top side?
That's what I'm thinking, because if the mine's at the top side, we want to make a flank maneuver up and over so we can get into an overwatch position, and we can rest and set up for a night observation and get into a position where we're not lit up by the light of the mine,
Mhm.
but we can see into it and observe the comings and goings in and out, and maybe see what's going on without being noticed.
Sure. That would take you guys probably one full day. 'Cause it's like, what, 16 miles almost?
That's 12.
1, 2. The way that you guys are like kind of going around, right? So you would come probably to here, and then you probably want to like come around the back, right?
Well,
It's
I-
like it's
if-
like midday right now, right? So
we would cut across this hex. We would cut across this hex here. So it would be, so if we're like here, starting in the middle, it would be
So
Like,
8. We'll say 12. Just say 12 miles
I
to
think
keep
12
easy.
is a clean.
Yeah, we'll say 12 to keep clean. It's about
And then-
midday. Yeah, we'll say it's about midday right now. 12 miles. I might say that might take you guys
Like
into the
6
night.
hours.
Yeah, into the night almost. So if you guys want to take like a quick like 1 hour rest, you'd get there around 7 or 8 o'clock.
It wouldn't get me all my spell slot. It wouldn't get me all my shapes back.
I don't know however much a short rest would give you back. How much it gives back.
No, I need a long rest.
Sure.
They only come back after a long rest.
But Ulrich and I can go directly now and get there by dinner.
Yep.
Now, I do want to point out one small flaw in our plan. We are a little light on coin.
Short rest too.
On coin, you say, oh, would you need some coin to carry out this plan?
Well, to stay in a room, yes, because we did get kicked out of the one we were in.
No, you have our room. We have spare
Yeah,
beds.
you guys still have the other room.
Yeah.
I also think I have a room in the other.
But we're
hotel.
we're
Yeah.
claiming that we're not with the group.
True. This is
Yeah,
true.
we're claiming that you guys left, so
Yeah, I got an idea. Just take some coin, just in case the worst does happen. You know, might need bailed out for all we know. With how our sneakiness has been so far, so I give him 10 coin, 10 gold coins. Yeah, I
That
know.
is quite generous. I was just looking
Oh,
for.
I like,
that's very generous.
I liked your attitude in the cave.
All right.
Trying to
Well,
be a friend of mine, Cromwell. One day, maybe one day. But
Is that enough? Is that enough for you guys? 10 coins.
yeah, I was just looking for like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But
For you
I'm
guys?
gonna take 7 of those coins and hand 3 to Ulrich.
yeah.
You know, maybe a good idea for you lads who may want potions of some kind or anything.
from my slot, so you guys divvy it out.
Shopping.
Well, we definitely aren't going to be doing any shopping. That's for sure.
Recommend you don't. All the shops suck. From what I've experienced, nothing but a lot of bigots and a lot of crap.
That's funny. You're not wrong with that, I guess, sentiment from what you've seen, technically.
But I would not. I'd try if you guys give me the money. I'm just saying, I literally got 4 coins on me now. I don't think, at least in my experience, healing potions are 4 coins. At least not the ones you guys want.
What does that even mean?
I'll leave it up to interpretation.
But
How
heal,
mu- how mu-
but
how much
healing
would be a
juice
healing
potions are you going to?
Probably gonna need 20 coins.
20 coins for a healing
Groans.
Probably more than that, I'll be honest.
potion?
Out of character. I don't know how much they are in this world.
I think
They're the standard cost.
So yeah, you're looking at like 50 to 70.
For what kind of potion? Hold
boy.
on. Tell me,
For a-
what kind of potion are we talking about here?
For a healing potion.
Oh no. Have I been doing the math? I thought they were like 20. Maybe
No,
I've been doing the
man.
math wrong. One sec. Healing potion.
Sorry, why do you guys need
Like a minor healing potion, not like
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
stash up? Do something while we're doing our
Player's handbook.
50 gold pieces,
lists
you're not
the
wrong.
potion for 50. Yeah.
Not wrong. Jesus Christ, I didn't think it was that much. Good luck. Y'all have, I mean, I guess Useless is pretty cool with Valvo, but the rest of you guys have not really made a great impression on Valvo yet. He's, lukewarm to DQ, Elwarin. I think those two. He likes Useless for reasons Useless knows, and he doesn't like BigYin. And he doesn't know who Lando, Ulrich, or Cromwell are. Just as a heads up, so like maybe you can use that to your advantage.
Well, you guys said that my offer was generous, and now you're asking for about 50 gold coins, to my understanding. Just want to put
Yeah,
that
so,
out
so
there.
you would be aware of how much a healing potion costs. Like if the group was just like, "Hey, we're looking to buy this," like you'd be like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense for you to require
Yeah,
this
no,
much
I'm
money." Yeah.
just saying, like, it's just funny how their story changed from, yeah, we could use some to, I'm just, like, acknowledging, like, this
Sure,
big
sure.
discrepancy of,
Yeah, they
wow,
were.
you figured out over 10 gold coins, but now you're just, going the extra mile with it.
I was looking for some money for like a bed and a meal.
I just gave you 10 gold coins, Ulrich.
That would
You
get
know how much a healing potion is. I can get you a potion.
Is this for okay? This is just for everybody. I understand.
Or whoever wants a healing potion, right? Like he doesn't like it.
I just thought it was interesting. That's all.
If you really want a healing potion, I can try to get you a healing potion. I might not survive the encounter, but for you, I'm willing to do it.
Wait. Hold on. Time. Are you saying that like you're gonna fight the whoever is selling you the potion? Is that
Possibly.
Well, I literally could not buy one, so that's my only option.
okay? So I guess useless. You would hear. Are you guys talking about this like in character?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, useless. You would hear him say that he's going to kill Valivo if Valivo doesn't sell him a potion. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, that's not what I said. I said
oh.
if he really wanted me to get a potion,
Sure.
I
He said no.
could get one, and I
He didn't
probably wouldn't survive.
Say how he would do it. He just
Fair.
said that he
Okay.
could probably get one.
Fair. Okay. All right. I just wanted to like make useless aware that he may or may not be talking about killing Valivo. That's all. Is that a stretch? Maybe I don't know. Is that a stretch?
I was just talking about
It depends on how he would interpret it.
Fair
how
enough.
useless would
Yeah.
interpret
Fair enough.
it.
Yeah. However useless wants to interpret that statement. Yeah.
I'd say honestly, I should probably just tag along with you guys. I'm not too great at night, and I could probably, if worst comes to worst, maybe
Hard
steal one
pass.
myself.
Hard pass.
DQ, if you haven't noticed, laddie, you're nae dwarf, you're nae human. You kind of stand out a bit. You're noticeable, laddie.
Are you saying my background doesn't cover enough?
I'm nae saying that. I'm saying you kind of make a statement wherever you go. We want to make it look as if we've left, and that those two aren't with us. Let them go and be obvious. We're going to be sneaky.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I want to help them in the market.
I mean,
Since
go
I'm
do
not
what you
very
like, laddie.
good
If
at night.
It's not
fine,
gonna
do as
be
you
a
wish, laddie.
market.
I can't
That's what I'm
tell
telling ya.
tell you what to do, what not to do. Blow the whole plan if you like. Fine.
We're not gonna be buying nothing. That's what I'm
Good.
trying to get across. I'm gonna
Good.
go in. We're gonna get a room. We're gonna sleep and we're gonna eat. And we're gonna make a big ruckus about how y'all left us behind and we left, or we left y'all behind. Yeah.
Fine
That's all
by
that's
me.
happening.
I heard potions and
DQ, just let it go.
I'll let it go. Elwarin, I think you got a good point. Thanks for bringing me back to reality.
They don't want you.
I think DQ
Alright,
was
let's get on
dropped
our
on
way.
the head as a child.
Hey, Cromwell, I respect you, but I also hate you.
That's
With that, I'm gonna start hiking off
Sure.
towards Red Larch.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking, I'm guessing you guys are walking as a group.
As far as you can,
At least for now, right? You guys are walking
I
together as a group for now. Or...
I think particularly, I would want to start off away from the group.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, in case anybody sees us together.
Yeah.
How far away would you say you are?
We would probably leave. I'd say like wait 15 minutes before they start traveling.
Yeah, I would say like 30 minutes
Yeah,
even.
sure.
So you're gonna go first, and then the other group's gonna go.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Cool. It's about an hour. How far would you guys say you get in an hour? Like 4 miles, 2 miles?
Between
Probably like 2-3 miles.
Yeah, 3 miles is like
Okay.
quick, but not like intense.
Cool. Yeah. So we'll say that's the kind of pace you've been running or going at. I guess you're not running. You're not chasing after some hobbits.
They got short B2.
Yeah. Go ahead and put yourselves on the map for me if you could, please, good sirs. Just Ulrich and Cromwell. Cool. So as you guys are walking, you guys hear loud sounds kind of coming from the air as you see these giant birds kind of behind you, or in front of you, I guess. And they're just chilling. Sorry, one of them is behind the other one. That's not correct. He's riding on top. He's for some reason he won't. Maybe I have to right click. To front.
Bird's riding him.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I don't know. There, ta-da. All right, cool. So you guys see 4 giant vultures, with some people on top of them riding. Yeah, it's time to roll some initiative, if you will.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, it's been a real pleasure.
Oh boy. All right, let me clear. Let's clear this. All right,
Oh boy, Owlberta.
So go ahead and roll again, and you can keep the higher rolls if you roll higher.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. So how many actual enemies, or not enemies necessarily, but how many participants are there?
So there's you 2, and then there's 4 giant vultures, and 4 people on top of those vultures. I will let
So
you.
there's
Fucked.
I will
8
let you,
enemies, yeah.
Yeah, I will let you
Okay.
take that as you desire.
Oh, man.
Well, they're attacking.
Perhaps. I just
We
wanted you to
rolled
roll initiative. Yeah, I just want you to roll initiative.
Okay.
They may or may not be attacking. They just want you to roll initiative to start.
I love a person with initiative.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Uh-huh. Cool. Here we go. Let's order you guys like this. Excellent. Wow, look at that. You guys are going before them. So you guys see these big birds just kind of flapping their wings, and you hear a loud booming voice from the guy in the back here say, "Hail! Wait, why are there only 2 of you?"
What do you mean?
There were 7 of you before. Why are there only 2 of you now?
Oh yeah, they went into this weird cave. We're like, nah, fuck that.
And he's like, you just see the guy kind of just like shake his head. He's like, "God damn it, there's supposed to be 7. The master will not be pleased." All
Oh,
right,
there's 2.
I will give you some options.
I mean, Ulrich is the size of 7, if that counts.
Are you saying
all
that
right,
out loud?
hold on.
Are you saying that out loud?
Don't think.
Yeah, I am. I am saying that out loud.
And I'm like, all right, hold on. I'm smaller than you.
All right. Did you guys
Relax.
take a short rest before doing this? Because if you did, you can roll your
No.
die back. Okay. All right. That's fine.
No.
I was trying to help.
That's fair. But no,
yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't.
you're good. I've got 2 options for you.
Uh-huh.
You can either come with us peacefully, or we can fight to the death. I prefer not to do the latter, as I was
Well-
asked to bring you in alive.
The second one sounds
By
a little
who?
one-sided. Good question, Cromwell. Good
By
question.
who? Is that what you asked? By who?
Who?
The lady?
Yeah.
He says, the lady? I don't think I need to tell you anything more than that.
All right.
My lady has
Where
requested your presence. All 7
Are-
of you.
well, you can
I-
go
yes.
to that creepy-ass cave if you want.
I might have to. And that really sucks. I haven't been there in a while.
Where are we headed? Like, 'cause we're
Alright,
going to
why don't
Redward.
2 of you guys and your birds go into the cave and we'll follow the other 2 guys to your
No,
lady.
no, that's not. No, how it's going to work is one of these guys are going to pick both of you up with his giant vulture, and you hear kind of all the guys go, "Yeah, giant vultures, yeah." As you can tell, they are like the hench people in all these villain TV shows. Yeah, exactly. And he's like, "Yeah, one of our giant vultures can carry 2 of you plus their rider." So the game plan, which is why we brought 4 of us total, was to
Right.
take 2 of you each, and then one person would just have 1, probably me, haha. And they all look like, "Hey," he's like, "Shut up." They're like, "Yes, master, yes, sir."
Right. I mean, I get the plan. It's a pretty straightforward
Sure.
plan. Classic kidnapping. Where are we going?
Oh, well, that's for me to know, and for you to hopefully find out.
I mean, yeah, we'll go. Like,
Okay, cool.
Not really a fan of getting
Not
grabbed
a-
by vultures
nah.
and flying
neither
here.
am I. I was like, I could just walk. I don't.
And he's like, all right, here's the thing. We are going to blindfold all of you, and you will be
Both-
taken
both
away
of
by
us.
Bird.
I know you probably planned out this speech, so you said like
I already
all of
have
us,
a
but there's
mask on.
only 2 of us.
Sure, yeah, he's going to blindfold the 2 of you, and then you guys are going to be taken off by the Bird.
Yeah.
So they're all going to
All right.
land. He like commands all of them, so they all kind of land in front of you, like right about here.
Do we have to take the same vulture?
Yes, that unless this plan doesn't work, unless you take the same vulture. I apologize if that is
Well, I
to
was just
your
saying,
not benefit.
Oh. I'm worried that the big guy here might weigh him down.
No. These vultures are strong, and as they land, you realize. All right, both of you go ahead and make a nature check for me.
That's not gonna go well.
Never know.
Love me some nature.
Not
Oh,
bad.
shit.
So Ulrich, you will
Oh,
recognize
shit.
these as giant motherfucking vultures.
Wow.
Yeah. Surprise, right? But you
As
also
if that ain't obvious.
Yeah, but you would also know that these giant vultures are known for carrying things 2 to 3 times their weight while flying.
Sure.
So you guys are nothing for
Yeah,
these
I-
vultures, right? Yeah. So like I'm just thinking like you would realize as they kind of land, you're like, oh shit, they're bigger than I thought. Ah fuck.
Jabbing Cromwell because he jabbed me.
Huh?
I'm just jabbing at Cromwell because
Sure.
he jabbed at me.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah. So he's like, if you don't mind, go ahead and if you have any weapons out, just kind of tuck them away, hands behind your backs, and we'll blindfold you. We'll make this a nice, easy process.
Sure, I comply.
Sure, Cromwell.
I will also comply, but can I not be blindfolded?
He's like, no.
Seems a little kinky to me.
Perhaps it is. Maybe I like it like that. Who's to say?
I know I do.
Hey, there's a man after my own heart.
Alright, well, if Ulrich likes it, let's go for it.
A man of intriguing desires, I see. And
Captain, my captain.
Captain, your captain. And so, as this is all occurring, the guy from the south hops off of his bird, and he wanders over to Ulrich, blindfolds him. Then he walks over to Cromwell, blindfolds you, and you hear the leader say, "Great. I'm really glad you guys didn't fight. You know, this is going to be really awkward to explain to the lady if we had to kill you
That's on
guys."
you.
I agree, and I'm
gonna
just
be pretty awkward.
Sure,
It's
and all I'm saying is I appreciate your eagerness to follow my directions. He
it's either
says,
that or die. So like,
Perhaps.
I don't know. You got to kind of back this into a corner here.
"Hey, I mean, you have your own decisions. You are your own man. I'm not here to force you to do anything." And as he says this, as he's saying this, the bird comes up and picks both of you two up. Like as he says, like, "You are free to make your own decisions," and you both begin to like be picked up and like flying in the air through the bird.
Literally making us do a thing. I don't know.
He's like,
All right.
Yeah, all right. And so you guys fly off. Cool. And then about, 30, 40 minutes later, the rest of the crew kind of tumbles in. So go ahead and bring your characters up, boys and girls.
I thought we were taking a different road.
Good too.
You guys are walking the same... I think you guys are... Here, let me pull
Oh,
back.
no.
They went directly north.
Yeah, we went.
We hooked around.
Yeah, okay, one second. Let's oh, nope, not there. Let's go back here. I must have misunderstood. So you guys went straight north from here?
Well, we went
So-
like in an arced curve, as in
Sure,
like,
and then these guys
we
were
were
going
arcing around.
straight this way?
You have the wrong map up.
Is this not the right map?
No.
I
No,
only
it's
see
not.
the red
It's red
large. The
I
large map.
on my screen, I fixed it, but I will attempt to retry it one more time.
I think just maybe change it to something else and then change it again.
Did that not work again? Like I said, on my second screen, which is what you guys should be seeing, it showed me the map that I wanted you guys to be on. You guys back on the
There we
map
go.
now?
We're back
Yeah.
on the map now.
All right, cool. So you guys, I guess, so Cromwell and Ulrich went straight this way pretty much, and then you guys are heading up north.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they
Okay,
were
alright.
following the green line.
Cool. All right, so they didn't see you guys yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they haven't seen you guys yet. As you guys kind of get to this point, you guys would have seen, I guess, throughout this time, like, you just see a bunch of vultures kind of flying around, perhaps scouting. You're not quite sure. And then right before you guys get there, they kind of land. Kind of same thing.
I thought we can get away from it.
Yeah, go ahead and throw your characters on here.
So it's still the same thing, regardless of the path.
Not
tried.
necessarily.
We
No,
tried.
not necessarily.
Okay.
Go ahead and throw your characters on here. Not necessarily. I think we're missing one.
What time of day is it at this point?
Big.
It's
Big
getting
in.
to evening time.
Working on it. I'm working on it.
Why is Lando on a rock?
I've decided to be on the rock.
He's king of the rock. Get it?
Yeah. I'm
He's
king of this
Lando
rock.
of Small Rock.
Yeah.
Of Land Rock.
I'll be on the rock back here. Then.
Got it.
Why is it moving?
He's Lord of
I
Big
don't-
Rock.
No, that's a pretty small rock. It's not even the biggest rock on this.
Well, apparently you just make up Lord titles. So.
Lord of Smallish Rock.
Next
Lord-
to the big rock.
Yeah, Lord of Next to the Rock.
BigYin, you get it. Okay, cool. So you
Like a
guys,
poster album
yeah.
cover.
so you guys see 3 vultures kind of like circling around, and then they just you hear a couple calls come out, and you're not quite sure if you guys want to make a perception check for me. I can give you some more information
Oh.
if you will.
Absolutely.
All of y'all can do that.
Nothing like perceiving.
Not
knows what's
bad.
going on.
Big and all the perceiving.
BigYin, Lando has perceived even
Lando-
more.
That's small
Just
rock,
because
you
I'm
know.
Lord of
Just
the Rock.
watch me roll, guys.
Yeah. So
Even up, like,
I like this. I like that idea. So Lando is up higher, so you can hear better. But BigYin, Lando, and Elwarin all kind of hear it. It sounds like a bird call. Like a, I can't whistle into this mic, you won't pick it up. But imagine a bird call. But it sounds more like a harsh tones. Perhaps like ones of those of a vulture, perhaps. And as these 3 kind of land, you guys kind of look up, and you see about 6 or 7 different vulture groups kind of circling around the areas. And these 3 look tired as shit. The vultures are kind of like, they're still, they're kind of, resolute, doing their thing, but everybody looks exhausted, and the leader goes, "God damn it. Why did you split up? You made this so much more difficult than it needed to be. Why?"
Our reasons are our own, you bloody Burks. What do you want?
All right,
Is this how you treat travelers on the road? Oh, I know who you are.
God damn
You're
it.
those wee splash bastards in the tower.
Yeah, congrats, I guess.
Well, you have such a good eye, BigYin.
And
Oi, these are the lads that don't do anything for Redlarge, the bunch of rich cunts.
And he's like, you just see like sweat kind of streaming down all of their like faces. He's like, "You don't understand how long we've been searching for you fucking 5 fools."
Fools?
Honestly-
What you mean fools, you great tit?
Listen. We already took your other 2 buddies, the dwarf and the dude with the mask. Why does he wear a mask? Does any of you guys know? It's kind of creepy. They were down for the blindfolding though, so it's kind of
You're
cool.
wearing a helmet, so
That is true,
Yeah,
but this
yep.
is tactical.
Right, so what do you want?
So
you don't think he has a purpose? You think he just does it?
I don't know. That's why I was asking you guys. I was told,
That's why I think it's just you said it was weird.
hey, like I said, it's been a long one.
I think 3 guys circling on a vulture for 7 hours. It seems like. I mean, you guys look pretty sweaty.
We are. You're not wrong.
Super
Fortunately, the
weird.
sun has
Pretty
finally
weird.
set.
It's pretty weird. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Cool.
We've been looking for you guys. The
What do
lady
you want?
has invited you all to come.
I just
Um,
said they're the wankers up in the tower.
Yep. Yeah. He says, "Look, the other 2 friends came with us nicely." And he's like, "You don't understand the pain you've caused me. You don't understand how mad she's gonna be." And then you hear the other 2 go, "Oh no, no, I don't want the lady mad. Oh no, and he's like,
Is the
shut
lady
up,
a shrew?
shut up.
Is she a shrew?
No, what? What are you saying?
A woman with a sharp tongue and a fierce temper.
Kind of.
A shrewish woman.
Is she a harpy?
She's not.
man,
So by harpy, do you mean like half bird, half woman, or do you mean
Yeah.
like the traits of a harpy, like a crazy
The
person?
traits of one.
No, I'm asking Lando. You all don't get to answer for Lando.
I mean,
Well,
I feel like anybody that has company of a bunch of vultures probably could be the other one.
So which one, so I'm asking. So which one are you asking? That's what I'm
The
asking you.
former, not the latter.
Sure. So he looks at you. He's like, we don't perform like transfiguration magic. That's like for people. He kind of looks at me. He's like, yeah, like those people with the glasses. He kind of points over to Useless. He's like, wait, are you an orc with glasses? He kind of
Maybe.
he's talking. He's like, I do know a guy who would love to meet you. He was in a cave back over near Lance Rock.
Hey, where do you think we were, you tit?
Huh. And he sits there, he's like, so you guys already got back? And you're not? Huh. And then you see like a realization. He's like, hey, Orc Boy, did you talk to Oriath?
Who?
The Lord of Lance Rock. His name is Oriath.
Maybe.
That explains why you guys are still alive. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. Alright.
I thought he like.
So-
I thought the guy in the
so
cave
what-
didn't know anybody really.
No, so he knew some of the cultists and stuff like that from recent things,
Okay.
but he hasn't talked to people otherwise. So
Okay.
with that information, you guys could surmise some stuff.
Okay.
So, but I mean, the message I'm getting is they want us to come with them,
yes,
but they need us alive.
yes.
So why won't we just come with them?
He's like, look. Oh, I guess, are you asking me as the DM or me as the person playing the leader of this group?
No, the leader of the group. Like, why would we come with you? What do we have to lose?
He's
You
like,
can't
look.
kill us.
He's like,
You
look.
can't force us.
I don't need to kill you guys. I can knock you out and take you. It's just much easier if you come along uninjured, because then I don't have to treat you when we get there. It's more of it makes my life easier.
You should bribe us.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, you have some balls on you, kid.
Or you should at least bribe me.
He's like, why would I bribe you?
I'm Lord of the Rock.
Which rock? He looks perturbed now. He's like, which rock?
He's Lord of that rock. I'm Lord of this rock.
No, I'm Lord of this rock.
He's like,
No.
he kind of looks you over and he's like, you're gonna be the one, I think. You're gonna be the heavy one that I have to take, huh?
His gut.
So
Yeah,
if
he
I'm
does.
getting up on this bird. I
Uh,
need to absorb the bird.
You can try, I guess. He's like, listen,
Alright.
we can fight, or you guys can just come quietly, like your other friends did, who have been up with the birds for a long time. We look for you guys.
You know what?
We don't care.
What?
So I look up and I snap my fingers, I poof into an owl, and I just take off and shoot up to where those vultures are to get an eyeball on what they're doing.
Wait.
Oh, you took a lot of steps.
Wait. Time out 1 second. You shift into an owl and then fly straight up into a pack of giant vultures.
That's a bad idea.
Don't
I
do
turned
it.
into a giant fucking owl.
Are
Don't
okay?
do it.
I just want to make sure you're sure about this. Like I said, you have seen at least 3 or 4 in the sky, and you're
That's
turning.
a fair point. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. I just.
Bad idea.
I have.
Alright,
Okay. Listen.
fine,
Listen.
fine,
From
lads,
a,
on the
let's just
ground
roll.
or scare them away.
No,
or
listen,
Find a way to get them to remove themselves.
I just wanted to make sure he was aware of like the dangerous points. I'm totally fine with that plan. I had no problems with
Lads,
it. But
let's
I
just
just
go
wanted to give
with
him a
them.
heads up.
They're not gonna.
No,
they're
we're not.
gonna deal with
They
the shit
get
without that
I'm
fight.
not
Wait.
steamrolling us.
Wait, can I throw my weighted ball at this lead guy?
Yes, and it is 1d4 plus your strength modifier. If you
Have
hit.
we rolled initiative yet?
No, he's just doing this without rolling initiative, I guess.
What the heck?
19. It totally hits.
It's
yeah.
like it's like the
It does
like
hit.
a game event where you get force teleported somewhere.
Not quite. There's definitely a chance that you guys could kill them. That is a thing that could happen here.
So it
I'm
hits.
trying to convince the squad. I'm tired. I'm just
How come-
back down.
How come we had to roll initiative? What the heck?
Well, because like I said, after you guys went away nicely, I was expecting this also to go nicely, so I wasn't thinking about doing the roll initiative. But yeah, okay, so he takes 4 damage to the face, and now you all get to roll initiative.
Perfect.
Yeah, totally fine. Cromwell, Ulrich, you guys shouldn't have split from the party, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's get this going.
Your guys is bad.
I forgot to click my
Definitely
character.
I forgot to click my character.
100% your guys' fault.
Can I get this?
I was busy throwing my
Listen,
ball.
wait,
I could do something, Ulrich, but then it would lead us to falling to our deaths. So
Well,
I think I'll
no,
just
no.
avoid
Hold up.
doing
They
anything.
did say they need you alive, so they might do something to keep you alive.
Well, we're definitely not gonna die. That's
They
for sure.
never told us that they needed us alive.
I think they.
Am I able to get my
No, yeah,
16 back?
They did. They did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought they
missed
did.
that part. I
They
would have
did.
put up way
no, they
bigger.
just said
of a
it'd be very
struggle.
awkward if we had to kill you.
I mean,
Yeah,
pretty
that's what they
obvious
said.
They said the lady needs us to bring in. They were very happy when we made it out of the cave alive, so it all points to the fact that we should not.
Yeah,
be
I'm
down.
talking about Cromwell and.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah, I
Pretty-
thought I made it pretty. Sorry, that may have been on me.
But I'm wrong.
That may have been on me. I thought I tried to make it kind of clear that the lady wanted you alive,
yeah.
but like if it was like too hard, like they would kill you, but like ideally they wouldn't kill you, because
He didn't really challenge him for it, but they just made it sound like that. But
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't kill you.
these guys are keeping their same initiatives. You're welcome. We're missing a couple of rolls, it seems.
I
BigYin.
already rolled, but I didn't click my character.
rolled.
I still keep that.
You never clicked your
I
character, my
selected
dude.
my character. I did.
You
He
didn't.
selected.
It's not on the turn
Oh,
tracker, my dude. I got nothing for
Wait,
you.
hang on.
Just
I'll roll it again.
Just
Whoa,
do it
nice.
again.
Nice, that's better.
Do it again. It's not bad.
We'll let you guys keep the higher roll, whichever the higher roll is. Doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean,
Nice.
Hey!
There you go. Cool.
Better than the 10.2.
Yeah,
10.1.2.
Cool. All right. So if you guys are fighting here, then let's see it.
So Elwarin's first, I guess.
Yep.
We should kill the guy in the middle first,
Is that the
probably.
man you aim for?
Yeah. The one I hit with the ball that I now have to go pick up.
He does look different.
Yeah, the ball
Sorry, you
actually.
picked it up.
So yeah, so I should be clear. The way that you threw the ball hit the guy in the face, so it's in his lap on the bird.
Well, I'm gonna get up on
We're
that
getting
bird
that
then.
ball back.
Wait, why
That's
is
fine.
Lando first? Technically, Elwarin has
No,
a
no.
higher.
Lando threw the ball, so he's just saying his ball is on the
Initiate
bird's.
contact.
Priority
Yeah.
team.
He initiated
that-
contact
Okay,
first,
fine.
is what I should say. Yeah.
Okay, but initiative would pick up with Elwarin.
No,
then.
Yes,
is.
yes. He's
Okay.
just saying he's going to get his ball back as soon as possible. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Fine,
Yeah.
fine.
Planning.
All right, cool.
Okay,
it's actually a missile. Sorry, but
True.
that's that point.
When you throw it, it is.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Lord of that rock.
Lord of that rock, indeed.
It's Lord of this rock.
Well, I'm the Lord of this rock.
I'm Lord of this rock.
All right, Elwarin,
Says it
read
right
in.
there.
so okay, this is just kind of out of character because I
Sure.
haven't used this spell before,
Mhm.
but I do have speak with animals.
Sure.
And I'm curious if that would be something that would be useful right now
You can speak to
Maybe
the birds if you wanted to. Yes.
to the birds and try to convince them to get on our side.
Sure, you could definitely try. That would be a charisma persuasion roll. Unless you're lying to them, then it would be deception roll.
Charisma.
And it's going to be against their wisdom, is what it would be against. Because they're going to
Okay.
try to incite and like not be persuaded, sort of deal.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna try that. Why not?
Cool. So go ahead and cast a spell.
Is it considered a bonus action or an actual action?
I
It's
think
an
it's an action to cast speak with animals,
It's actually an action. Yeah.
and then he's going to talk to them as you would after you cast the spell. I'm guessing.
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So good. You can go and have a conversation with them. I don't know why there's a spell save on it because you're just talking to them, but whatever. Anyways, yeah. Go ahead and.
Okay, right on. So I'll just like try to talk to the vultures and try to figure out if they're forced to be the way they are, and like, yeah, are you being mistreated by these guys? Are you
Sure.
we can help you to get out of this situation.
Sure, yeah. So the vultures, which vulture are you talking to? Talking to the left one, the middle one with the leader,
or with the leader one.
Cool.
That's the one I want to talk to.
So the leader one's like, cool. Why, thanks for asking. Not many people can talk to me, you know? Actually, this dude on my back, he's great. He trims my feathers as I need to. He kind of rubs me down. He brings me meat. He lets me go hunting as long as I don't kill pesky humans. He's good for the most part. Yeah, no mistreatment whatsoever on my end, at least. He kind of looks around. He's like, guys, any of you been mistreated? They're like, no, not at all. These guys are great. The best part is we get to fly as much as we want. And then they kind of laugh. They're like, and that's it. Yeah.
So you don't mind just being told what to do instead of having your own will and just do what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, they treat us well. They give us food. They let us kind of, I mean, like when we need to go fly, it happens to work out where they also need to go fly. We go out, probably once or twice a day at least.
Is there anything you would like to do that they won't let you do?
Kill humans. That would be great.
Sorry, what was that?
Kill humans.
You don't know what he's saying. Only Elwarin knows. Yeah.
I'm repeating what they said.
Yeah. So kill humanoid creatures because they're currently not allowed to do that.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, humanoid creatures is what they meant.
Got it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys are fighting us, hey, you guys might make my day. How about that, huh?
Well, we don't really want to fight you guys.
Well, the one in the front here threw a ball at my guy's face. You don't know what he's saying, Lando.
He probably tried.
I mean,
to
I'm
hit the
just
guy
stating
on top
that.
of you.
I'm just stating that now.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
He hasn't been good at aiming yet, so he probably tried to hit the guy on top of you. So.
Oh no, he did. He's saying he hit my dude, so he's gonna be pretty mad, I'm sure.
Yeah. See, but he wasn't aiming at you. You're not trying to hurt you guys.
Yeah, but I like the dude on my back. He's really nice to me.
Okay. So I'm just gonna look at the rest of the group and say well, there's no point of talking to these vultures. They clearly feel like they're being treated well by these guys.
Yeah, like I said, if you want to try to persuade them not to attack you, that's something you can do. But you have to make a reasoning for that. Like they're just saying they're not being mistreated in any way, so that's why I didn't have you roll persuasion or anything.
I know if there's any, but I'm not gonna give them humans to eat, so I don't know what else I can persuade them.
You can just say hey, I don't want to fight you guys. Is there any way we could not fight? You could say something like that. It might be a persuasion kind of thing. Unless you're lying and you actually want to fight them, that would be deception.
No, I don't want to fight them.
Yeah.
They're animals. I generally don't have an issue with them.
Sure.
I feel like they're being driven by these bad guys on top of them. So
sure.
I don't want to hurt them. It's not my goal to fight them. So
cool. Yeah, go ahead and.
I guess I'm just tell them that, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Where's that? Right there.
Nice. Let's see what he rolls. Nice. Cool. So you hear him go, You know what? I don't see why we have to fight. We can let these guys fight you guys. But yeah, I think me and the boys, and he kind of flaps his wings to kind of both the other two vultures. Yeah, I think we're good. We don't need to fight you guys, I think. But I don't mind carrying you after this is done, if you guys lose. If you win, I'd prefer if you didn't kill us, I guess. But yeah, I don't see a reason why we'd fight you.
Sounds great. So I'll just relay that information to the rest of the group. Hey, cool. These vultures are not going to fight us. Don't attack them.
Cool. All right. So that is your turn. BigYin. You have information that the vultures will not be attacking you.
No, I didn't want a part in this fight to begin with.
Sure.
I'll look over at Lando and say, I didn't know why you had to pick a fight, laddie. This was not one we needed, and they may have information we want. The easiest thing would have just been to go with them. I could have flown and carried one to you. Wouldn't it be a problem? But you had to go and pick this fight. I want no part of it. And I'm gonna use
So you don't have to fight. You can talk to them.
I'm gonna look at these lads. I'm gonna be like, I want no part of this fight with you lads. I want to figure out what you know. And I'm just gonna take hidden step, disappear, and walk over here so I'm on top of this rock. and I'll be invisible for
Can you
until the end of my
post
next
that
turn.
spell for me?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to read what it says.
Am I supposed to?
It's a furbolg thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think
Nice.
you're scared, Lando. I've got your back.
That's pretty sick. Cool. Yes, go ahead and move your
So
character.
I just moved myself. I'm invisible on that rock till
Yeah.
the end of the start of my next turn. I just said, "Fuck this, I'm done."
There you go. Now you're sneaky. You got a ninja token on you. You're sneaky sticky. Cool. Nice. Lando. So you can still attempt to talk your way out of this. You do not have to fight. Just as a heads up. Feel free to fight. I have no problem with you guys killing these fools. But yeah, just giving you a heads up. You
Don't do it.
Whenever you roll initiation, you don't have to fight. You can also talk in like de-escalate situations. That's it. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
I'd like my ball back. That's for sure.
Is that what you're asking the leader? Can I have my ball back?
Yeah, and be like, I'll just say like it slipped out of my hand, you know, when I'm clambering up this fucking rock.
He's like,
if you can give me my ball back, we can maybe, you know, work to de-escalate this situation, because
Sure.
I don't think you're going to make it out alive if we continue.
Do you say that? Like, I don't think you'll survive if we fight. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll do like an intimidation.
Yeah,
on
go.
that
Please,
one.
yeah, please roll that.
Sorta-
Yeah, roll intimidation.
Sort of to rock his.
You know, I was going to give you advantage because you just threw a ball that hit him in the face for 4 damage, but you rolled the same, so that works
Yeah.
out. Nice. Let me do something. Let's see. Okay. He's like, you know, this ball has touched me in a way I didn't think I would be touched. It hit me right in the nose.
Yikes.
And you see his nose and it's
Yikes.
bleeding.
Yikers.
And he's like, it kind of hurt, man. Like, I think it's only fair that I get to throw this at your face.
Did I not intimidate him?
No, you did. That's why he's not, like, straight up attacking you. But he's just having conversations. Like, he's saying, like, I think it would be fair to be able to throw this ball back at your face. Yeah, that's what he says. Do you have a response? Like, that's how he's going to give you the ball back, pretty much. By throwing it at your face.
But he got intimidated. But he still wants to throw it at my face. So he didn't get, like, totally intimidated?
No,
Level
I
of
think he's
intimidation?
de-escalated in a sense that he's like more. Maybe I'm wrong.
Would that throw
he's
be
more.
his only attack, or is that just?
So, like I said,
bonus
it's like,
action?
so you can kind of tell this guy is more relaxed than he was. Like, he was definitely more agitated when the ball was first thrown at him. He seems to have relaxed.
It was not thrown. It slipped out of my hand.
Okay, sure. Just sure.
Clean to his face.
From his perspective,
Directly at his face.
yeah, from his perspective, it was thrown at his face. But you know, your intimidation roll has kind of like helped cool his like anger to the point where he's like thinking with a more clear head and kind of remembering his orders. So your intimidation kind of brought him back to his senses, if you were. It didn't like frighten him to be like, oh no, I can't fight this half naked.
Do I have an opportunity to dodge this ball, because I know it's coming at me, because he straight up just said, I want to throw it back at you.
Sure, yeah. That's something I'd be okay with. But it's not his turn yet, so he's not gonna throw the ball at you. So if your goal is to attempt to dodge as he throws it at your face when it's his turn, that's totally a justified action you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So how this would work is it would be your AC plus, I believe, 5. Let me double check that.
For my dodge.
Yeah, a second.
Or for like what? For him to hit me.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be harder for him to hit you, you know, thereby.
I just want the ball back.
Yeah, so you have advantage on Dexter. So what I will say is, you can use either your AC or a Dexterity saving throw, whichever one is higher, as your AC when he rolls to hit you. How about that?
Sure.
So when he throws this ball at you, you can either use your AC or you can roll a Dexterity saving throw, and whichever one is higher, you can use that as your armor class for that throw.
Cool.
Cool. All right, sweet. DQ. Upon hearing this man be a little bit more level-headed, what is your game plan?
Actual action.
If you want, yeah, you can fight
No,
if you want.
anything right there.
No, it's not his turn yet.
Oh, I thought he was just talking.
Yeah, he was saying like when he comes up in the turn order out of game, when he comes up on the turn order, he will throw this ball.
Sorry, I just saw him at the top. I got a little bit confused because the conversation happened.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm kind of tired of getting pushed around these parts in Red
Sure.
Large. I'm just like announcing my anger at this point. I had to go through a cave I didn't want to do. Got bossed around by some dude who shoots lightning. Now these guys come to just kidnap us, essentially.
Sure.
Peacefully, quote unquote.
Sure.
I'm ready to just do this, and I just charge forward.
Okay.
15 spaces, and,
Okay.
and I aim for the same guy that Lando threw the ball at.
Alrighty.
With my short.
Go ahead and make that roll. You will have advantage because he's a little distracted with this kind of conversation with Lando, I will say.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome.
Nice.
I believe you also get sneak attack with that. Yeah. 17 damage. Good shot. So as you yelled that and kind of run over, you're like, you know what, I'm tired of this. And you kind of shoot your shot. It hits this dude in the shoulder. He's like, fuck. God damn it. I guess we're fighting. Fuck.
We are.
Cool.
It's clear.
Yeah. You do anything else to turn?
With that in mind, I have a question actually. If you
Sure.
only use half your movement then,
Mhm.
and I attack, do I get my 15 movement afterwards or no?
Yes, yeah. You can break up your movement. however you
Okay,
want.
so you can break it up like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Cool. With that,
That'd be really shitty if you couldn't break it up.
yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're good.
I
So you
haven't
can
done
move
it yet.
15 more spaces.
Cool beans. With that in mind, I think I'm going to kind of go back. I am going to kind of go back towards the group,
Okay.
15 spaces, just to make sure I don't get singled out like Lando is looking right now. I got your back, Lando. Don't worry. And
Yeah,
I
you
walk
totally
back.
do.
Sure. All right, useless.
Love you, buddy.
So Lando had de-escalated the situation, is what it looked like, and then DQ re-escalated the situation right in front of you within the span of 2 seconds.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Which one did he hit?
The one in the back.
Okay. Can I? How can I gauge or how do I say this?
Do you wanna
how
hit
is he
him?
looking? And how does he look? How is he looking? Like,
He looks
health-wise?
pretty bad right now. His nose is bleeding. His arm is like, his shoulder seems pretty busted. He's not looking
Okay.
great.
Okay. I mean, I kind of have like all my spell slots, so.
Sure. Yeah, go for it, dude.
Like,
If you want to fight, go for it. Yeah, actually, I guess just as a heads up, Elwarin would have been aware of this. If you guys happen to damage the vultures, they will probably attack. Just like
Okay.
Elwarin, kind of stave them
I
off.
did tell that earlier too. So.
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know, as a group, you hit the vultures, they probably will attack. The vultures also seem fiercely loyal to their riders, so just be aware of that as well. But with the 18 that he rolled previously, they still don't look like they're ready to attack you yet.
okay. So they'd probably attack me if I killed one.
You could probably guess that based off their loyalty and how Elwarin seemed to talk about how they liked their riders.
So what are we
But
supposed
they
to
did-
do
But
if
they
they're
did
like?
tell me that they're not gonna they're okay with us attacking them. So what's it mean? They're not okay with us killing them?
That's I mean, like I said, you can you see them kind of tense up as he gets hit with an arrow, and you can kind of surmise based off their body language, BigYin could too, even though he's invisible, that they're not quite sure what they're thinking of anymore. Originally they were 100% cool just not killing any of you, but upon seeing their the main dudes getting hurt really badly, they're not quite sure.
Okay.
They seem a little bit more apprehensive of following the deal they just made with you, sort of deal.
Hmm.
Like I said, feel free to have a combat. I have no problem with you killing all
Useless.
these guys.
I feel like we got this, man. Let's go for
Oh, yeah,
this.
I'm gonna go to combat. Just try to figure out
how to do
who
this.
I think the best thing to do. You have healing, right? I think it's best to heal Lando since he's gonna be focused
I
down
don't
by
have
3
healing.
guys. Oh, you don't? I thought you did for some
That's
reason.
that's BigYin.
The only person in our party.
Sorry, it's
that
only
has
BigYin.
healing is
That's
current,
the
right?
guy
He's
hiding
being
right
robbed.
now.
The guy
Yeah.
hiding because he doesn't want a part of it. Got it.
The guy's
Okay.
running away.
Dying to friggin'
Did
7
someone else have
damage.
healing previously?
Yes.
He doesn't seem
Cromwell.
particularly strong.
Brooke did
Okay.
and Cromwell does right now.
That's what it was. Okay.
Okay. I will throw a Scorching Ray.
Nice. You're actually
Yeah.
using a level 1 or level 2 spell slot. Look at you. Finally using your spell slots.
I know, right? Why
So-
are we killing them?
Yeah, so like, you guys can have this as like a normal like table talk thing. Like you don't have to like type it in the chat. You guys can just
The
talk.
reason why I'm killing him or wanting to kill these guys is because I'm just tired of getting pushed around
That's fair.
by people who think they have authority over us.
Yeah, that's
That's my
So-
character's
so-
reason
yeah,
completely.
no, totally good.
If this,
I mean, they were gonna take us to the lady, right?
yeah, but is it? I mean, just imagine the scenario: we out there and like some vultures and guys come to us and say they're gonna take us to the lady. And we're like, oh yeah, sure, that sounds fine. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would I just be like, okay, this is okay?
That's how you get kidnapped in a van in real life.
Informatia.
Just want to say, oh yeah, we'll take you to the lady. We got these cool little vultures.
Yeah, so Ulrich, you can just say that out loud, dude. You guys are doing table talk at this point.
They are kidnapping us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, like they're kidnapping us.
Yeah. pretty
exactly.
Like,
that's not a good thing. That's not what you want happen to you, right?
right.
I just
Yeah.
want my ball.
much.
Like, why?
I mean,
Why are
Ulrich
we-
and Cromwell retreating in their situation made sense because 4v2.
Yeah, or 8v2. 8v2.
It
It was
was
8.
8v2.
8v2.
We're in a 3v2 situation. It appears based on what I know.
Sure, yeah, I guess, yeah.
From what I can, yeah.
It might be 3v3
Okay.
soon.
I'm gonna Scorching Ray the guy on the left.
Okay, so this dude?
If I do like, yeah,
Ah,
I
go
do
for
this
it.
3 times.
Fuck him up.
Yep, that hits.
Yes.
All right.
That also hits.
Jesus Christ.
That also hits.
What the fuck are you?
I'm just
Wow.
going to use the law of averages. Go ahead and make the
What
rolls.
protein powder are you
But
using,
I
man?
think you've burnt this man alive. Go ahead and roll the go ahead and roll the damage on there. Just based off the law of averages for the scorching ray. You click on the
So that's
scorching ray.
roll d6 or 2d6.
No, just click the scorching ray 3
Oh.
times. That's a nutty spell. It's disgusting.
I know, right?
Holy, oh god. Keep rolling, I guess.
Oh god.
So just to confirm, this can only hit one
This is
person, right?
disgusting.
Just to confirm, this can only
Yeah,
hit one person,
yeah.
right?
Well, he can choose to separate them.
Okay. How about
That's
this?
dead.
How about this? You cast the first one, and you burn this guy alive. Like he is lit on fire and just immediately combusts. Like
Okay.
they have never seen human combustion before until this moment. Like all of them are freaking the fuck out upon the first one hitting, right?
I'm
So
slowly freaking out.
you have 2 additional ones you can throw. Where would you like them to go? For reference, this man is dead, just completely obliterated, and the vulture is concerned because the person on this vulture's back just immediately like imploded on its back. Fortunately, it didn't get hit with any of the fire, which is concerning, right? Because it imploded with the fire damage you threw down its throat.
He internally combusted.
Yeah, and
So I
yeah,
just feel like
it's
that's
gone. There's some ashes on him, but he's like not hurt. All right, so you're hitting the next dude.
Yeah.
All right, he also has a human combustion moment. And he is also gonzo. Okay, and the last one on the other guy.
Yeah.
Same thing, dude. You killed all 3 of these dudes in one spell, and you caused all of them to humanly combust. And so the vultures are talking amongst themselves, right? They're like, "What the fuck just happened?" Elwarin, you can still hear this because your spell lasts for 10 minutes. And they look at you guys like, "What the fuck did you?" They just, "God damn it, guys! What the fuck?" And all 3 vultures fly away. Lando, just as a heads up, your ball has also combusted with this attack.
Oh,
That's
no.
bullshit. That ball is weighted. That's metal.
It's not a metal ball. When did I ever say it was a metal ball?
Said that one. I got hit in the face with it the other day.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's a metal. Anyways, all right, fine. Well, it flies off. It slides off this vulture's back and lands on the ground. You can pick it up again. I liked the idea better where like it was in its lap, and then as he combusted, the like fabric of the weighted ball also combusted with him. But you know, if the ball means that much to you, we can say it's a metal ball. So now it's just really hot to the touch.
Well, you told me I needed to go pick it up every time I threw it, so
if you wanted to reuse it.
I am gonna reuse it.
Sure, I'm just letting you know it is hot to the touch.
He needs to reuse it.
Perhaps someone with an ice ability could help you out in this situation.
I'm just gonna wait.
It's very paramount to his character.
You do have a person in your group that used a spell that froze a zombie last time. Perhaps they could help you here.
I'm gonna just wait.
That's fine. All right, cool. How long are you gonna just sit here and wait till the ball cools off?
No, we're gonna keep going. I mean, if Lando wants to stay behind, that's fine. But I'm gonna get out of here.
So the other vulture people see what's happening, right?
Yeah, and they all run the fuck away. They get the fuck out. They are freaked.
I'm going after the other two.
Listen, they are freaked the fuck out. One person made 3 people turn into human fireballs in front of their eyes. They're freaked the fuck out, man.
I love the casualness that like you just torch 3 people and you're like, all right, well, let's keep going.
All in a day's work, guys. All in a day's work. Adventurers do this all the time.
Chuckleheads. I'll leave you in charge of these laddies. I'm gonna go after the other two, make sure they're all
Guys,
right.
notice how when BigYin...
Are all you guys evil? I don't understand how none of you guys would be freaking out.
Oh no,
I
I
did
did.
not agree with
I
this fight.
did.
I wanted
did
no
freak
part
out.
in this fight.
I did freak out. I made sure that my character's like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, let's
obviously
play with this.
The way this happened was crazy, but I mean, we were ready to fight them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
You shot the arrow.
just didn't expect useless to be useful, am I right?
But
Finally.
my question to BigYin is like, what's the point of like, if you run back to that town now, or you don't even know where they're going, and if you run back into the town, you're gonna.
Actually, I do know where they're going.
So,
they're going to the tower to the west, to the east of the town.
Yeah, so
I know exactly where they're going.
It was a tower you guys all saw from Lance Rock.
Yeah.
Here, I guess we can go back to the map 1 second.
I think I missed that.
I
part,
tried
that's
to
why.
explain that to you guys, and I said they're the
that
useless
was
fucks
that
from
one
the
that was
tower,
hella
but you all
far
didn't
away.
fucking listen.
No,
Yeah,
I did.
so
I did.
it's roughly right there, like right here is
Yeah.
where Larman kind of pointed it out to you, and you saw, like I said, you saw some birds very far away from you at the time that you now know to be vultures. Well, you can I guess surmise that they're vultures, giant vultures.
Yeah, I recall this. It's just I also don't.
Well,
get
okay. That was information I missed because I missed it.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
But
so
I
it's
did
in there.
repeat it. Like,
Yeah, no, it's
for
good.
the rest of the guys that knew and they
Yeah,
chose
yeah.
to fight.
So
I
I said-
wanted
so-
no part in this fight because I
Well,
wanted the information being kidnapped or not.
Well, that's fine, but I would say with that information now, yeah, let's go after our friends. We know where
Sure.
to go. Like
Cool.
that's a different story. I'm not saying like let's
Now we're
keep
not
going
being
and
kidnapped
do.
against our will.
Yeah, so now, you guys are right about here.
In character at this point.
Yeah, you
in
guys are right
character
about
at this
here,
point.
just for reference point.
Fine, just in character at this point. Right, so let me understand this. You four,
Here, let's go back. Let's go back to
murdered
the
those
map.
3 after I said we shouldn't kill them. You
Wait,
killed them,
what do you
and
mean
now
forward?
you want to
mean-
walk up. You four all got in a fight. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Lando, after about 5 minutes, your ball cools down and you can pick it back up. And it is now, as described by you, a metal ball.
It's a weighted ball.
A weighted metal ball. I was thinking like a medicine ball.
You're not the Lord of that rock. You
And now you want to take these vultures, fly off after our friends, knock on the door, and say, "Oh yeah, we killed your friend. We killed your people. We'd like our friends back, and really don't do any harm to us." You really think
Vultures
that's a
ran
good
away.
idea?
Well,
Also,
you said
I've
it would have
had
been a good idea to just say like, "Hey, kidnap us and just go with you." Like that doesn't sound much better.
Yeah,
Like why is that? Why,
Again, you're
why,
kind of pissing me off.
Yeah, in this,
yeah,
like the
why is it not
that's
key to be
the story of our
kidnapped, but it's not
entire
key to
journey so
fight
far.
back?
I didn't even hurt the people. I made sure not to hurt the birds even, and you're like over here just
Yeah.
being a little bitch.
I think this is an
Alright,
important
Like the
conversation.
information just run around and like killing people. I didn't sign up to randomly murder humans, whether they're
Would you
trying
sign
to
up to be
hold me
I
up
mean,
somewhere.
I
We
don't
were-
think
we
we're
were-
like randomly murdering them. I think we're just, giving them justice because they're trying to kidnap
No,
us.
they
Isn't that?
gave us
uh,
a choice. We
Yeah,
had a choice in this.
They gave us a choice to be
Kidnap or
kidnapped
not?
or be kidnapped. What if we don't want to be kidnapped? So now they're
It's
dead.
still kidnapping if you agree to go with it. They're taking you somewhere.
That's still kidnapping if it's against
No,
your
we got-
will. We don't want to go with them.
I'm gonna do out of
We
game.
could have not said no. There was no way to
Picture
get
if
out
a
of
man
this.
holds a gun to you and says, either I'm going to kill you, or you can come with me peacefully.
No, so
It's the kidnapping.
they
yes.
did say they weren't going to kill you.
They said they'd knock us out.
Yeah, that's different. I mean, it's different from dying.
Picture if a man says, I'm going to knock you out and take you with me.
Yeah, that's what happened. I'm just You have the everything else is great. Yeah, everything else is great. Yeah.
Picture that. That's still a kidnapping.
Cool. Well, that sounds like a great spot to stop, everybody.